Disclaimer. This video, like all videos featured on this channel, is definitely intended for mature audiences. This video is likely to contain profane language. Content is inappropriate for minors. Video is not for kids.
Welcome to the Dr. Greenthumb Show. Lord of mercy. How you doing?
Ah, yes. They all tell me I need help. Hello, it's the Dr. Greenthumb Show. You get lots of help right here. It's live. Twitch, Discord, YouTube, www.breal.tv, the home site. Welcome to it. How you doing? Word up. We got a special guest today up in here with us. E.D.I up in here. Glad to have you at the table, sir.
Hey, man, this is a big deal for me. It's
a big deal for us, too, man.
To be fucking interviewed by Be Real from Cyber Hill.
Word
Listening
up.
to so much of y'all music growing up.
Hey, man, glad to have you at the table right here. Next to E.D. is the iconic one, Eric Big Drum Bobo.
Buddy.
Flexing with that LAFC splash on right now.
Booyah.
I like it.
Black and gold.
That's right. Never fold. Up in the Treehouse crew, Bolton, Blombo, Bra Bra, and the Dominator.
What's going on, B? Treehouse crew cannot complain.
That's right. You also got Son Doobie up in the nest with you.
What up, B?
Not his mic, huh?
There we go.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Thank you.
How you doing, Doobie?
Thank you.
That could become a meme.
We gotta
This
sit-
happen right there.
That could be a meme too, yeah. We're gonna have to send you a joint up there. I know you're lonely and stuff. So.
And the lighter.
Yeah.
And a lighter.
And he has to use
Word
both
up.
of them.
Will he smoke it?
Right.
Word.
That's a good name, Willie Smoke. Right?
I like that.
It's a question.
I like that. Willie smokes.
His name is a question. Willie
Willie
Smoke.
smokes. Word up.
Word up. Concentrate King up in here. Cali Blaze.
What up, everybody?
And E-Zone in the building.
What's up, man? Just re-rolling one of Aton's tight-ass joints.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they do tend to be tight.
It was
And
taut.
Unlike something else on him.
Oh, that's unsolicited.
I can't help you, bro. Don't open that door, bro.
There we go.
Keep the back door closed.
Off top. Off top. Just
Ouch.
fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, Edie, man? We're glad to have you up in here, man.
Hey, man, life is good. I'm glad to be here. Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff's been happening as of late. Especially with the docuseries, right, Dear Mama?
Yeah, man. Great doc.
Yeah,
2 Emmy
absolutely.
nominations.
Crazy.
Shout out to the team.
How did it feel to be a part of something like so heavy? Because I mean, that's heavy for us on the West Coast. I mean, you know, we
Yeah.
all loved Pac, and you know his mom too. Because I mean, you know, it's one of the few rappers that like was vulnerable enough to insert mom into the. I mean, Jay-Z does it later, but Pac does it first.
Right. Yeah, I mean, at first I didn't want to do it because I had been a part of a couple docs already. I was kind of tired of, talking about the past. It was one of my least favorite subjects.
Right.
So I was like, I'm good. But then I spoke to Alan and kind of laid out his vision. And I was like, man, that hasn't been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Telling their stories kind of in a parallel way and
Yeah.
seeing the connections. And I don't even know if he planned on it when he started it that way, but it eventually became that way.
I think it was
Dope.
it was dope that they did it like that because it told two different stories that led to one.
Facts.
You know, and it sort of gave you some insight into, you know, how dude like actually grew up and the things that they went through,
Yeah.
where, you know, together and individually.
Yeah, and I always said a movie was kind of hard to do on Pac because there's so many layers to the story. 2.5,
A lot of layers.
2.5. It's just not enough.
It seemed like he lived like many different lives within the one life.
I actually said that in the doc. Like,
Yeah.
in like a span of 3-5, it's like 2-3 lifetimes.
Yeah. When you think about it, like just the evolution and how fast it was. Crazy. And you know, to be a part of telling that story, man, I know that's that could get pretty heavy.
Absolutely, the whole doc was heavy. I still haven't watched the last episode.
Oh, you're still holding on before you watch it?
I mean, I don't know if I ever watch it. I don't know if I need to watch it.
Right. Well, you know the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine that like doing it and like trying to watch it back, man, it's a whole complete different thing. Like, you know, sometimes a lot of artists they don't look at the things they do because once they've done it, it's behind them. They ain't trying to look back at it or hear it again or whatever. But this is something very different.
Nah, and it's absolutely necessary. I'm a fan of docs. Like, matter of fact,
Yeah.
I loved y'all doc.
Oh, thank you.
I watched that shit like twice.
Damn.
Epic, epic, man.
Stevan did his thing, man. Salute to
Epic.
this
But
one.
you know, I love docs, and I love really good docs too. So it's just dope to be part of a really good one
Yeah.
this time around.
Hey, how dope was it to see the homie get that star on the Walk of Fame?
Oh man, you know the best part about that was the joy on his fans' face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to see them like, finally.
Yeah. He should have got it a long time ago for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's
That's
great
the
to
going consensus. Everybody's like, yo, why did it take so long?
and all the right people were there too,
I agree.
like to commemorate that,
I agree.
you know, because there was a lot of people he was definitely close to, and it seemed like most of them people were there.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, some of the fans were like, where was this one? Where was that one? And I said just what you just said. The right people were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people that wanted to be there probably couldn't be there,
Yeah,
but they loved him all the same. You know what I
no
mean?
doubt.
It's one of those things. It's you finally seeing homie get his due in a certain way. I mean, it's a gesture that like was long overdue.
I think they still selling T-shirts out there.
Yeah, they got to.
Right at the start. They fucking selling T-shirts. They set up a visual. You know what I mean? It's like for the fans, their central location they can go to and just celebrate them.
Yeah, I
It's going
think.
to be stained with Hennessy forevermore.
Oh man,
Hell
it's gonna
yeah.
be for a while.
Forevermore.
Oh yeah,
Man,
there's gonna be some Hennessy every birthday.
His
June,
fees-
June
forget about
16th.
it.
June 16th, there'll be some Hennessy on the Star.
Don't they charge you for cleaning already? Like they charge you for cleaning the store? Don't you have to pay for the upkeep?
You know, some fans will go upkeep
I don't
it
know,
for you.
man.
Yeah.
That's the crazy
I was
thing.
about to say, because he's going to need some extra
yeah,
cleaning,
sure.
extra scrubbing for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, I heard somebody saying there's like a fee every year that they pay to have it cleaned and maintained.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, come on, man. It's 2x2 or something.
The city
Boy,
can't handle that?
That's
It's
what I'm saying.
Hollywood. Like,
I made it to the floor. My name's on the floor. People still got to pay?
yeah,
Come on.
crazy.
Clean me up.
Yeah. Hey, he's right there though. He's in a good location
For
too.
sure.
Who's
Yeah.
he close by? You said he was close by somebody. Who was it?
I know Salt and Pepper's over there. It's
Yeah.
like a little hip hop row.
Yeah.
Salt and Pepper, Missy.
yeah, it's a bunch, and not too far from ours, and yeah, it's dope, man. Vicente Fernandez even.
He's right there.
This way, right there.
We're all like right there, right?
Yeah, man. Classic.
It's a classic row right there.
Hip hop block.
That's right, hip hop block. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was well deserved, man. Long overdue too.
Many years.
But as a peer and a friend and as a fan, to see him get that, man, that was everything.
It was dope, man. It was a great day.
Yeah.
Is there more music out there that of pop? I mean, or
it might touch the ears of some.
Yeah.
Is it, there's still a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah.
When there's records like
For
that,
sure.
like when there's records like that are like unreleased, or let's just say, I'm like, it's so far, since this passing. Like, are these records that he was like, nah, I don't mess with that right now. That he wasn't so confident about. You're like, you just have these stashed away, or is there records that like he like planned on for a while? Because I always wondered that when it comes to artists, like we got unreleased records, never heard before. But then you'd be like, but the own artist didn't even want to hear it again, bro. You know what I mean? Like, is it like some stuff that's been mastered, or is it just like some outtakes kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's hard to tell with that guy, man. You know, he had a real manic way of fucking recording, and you know, it was just like a burst, and he would just get it all out. And then sometimes he may come back and use a title for a song and do a completely different song with that title to a whole nother beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell, you know, what he planned on doing.
He was just bouncing his ideas.
Yeah, you know, we kind of was clear on what he wanted our music collectively to be. We was picking songs that we wanted to use that eventually came out. But as far as his whole catalog, it's just, especially the unreleased shit, it's hard to tell what his plans were.
It's interesting it's intriguing to think about some of the stuff that he just put in the vault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That never touched, you know, the light at all. But like, we'll eventually hear it, because that happens. I think when you got so much and no one's ever heard it, if it's dope enough, you might hear it. And that would be dope, because a lot of, you know, Pac fans like eat anything that comes out that like,
Bring it.
yeah, bring it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 100%.
Hell yeah.
And you know, I definitely know, just judging by the content, what he was talking about, he definitely envisioned a time where this music may come out and I'm not here.
Right. And I don't think no artist does that. Like, they don't see the vision that way, right? They don't look at, okay, I'm this
You can
at
hear
this
it in
age
the
right
lyrics.
now.
Yeah.
In about 40 years, I ain't gonna be able to do this. So maybe I should record right now. You gotta be thinking way the fuck ahead. Damn, I caught myself right there. You gotta be thinking way ahead to navigate that, to have music ready for like after you pass on, that stuff is gonna still come out that seems fresh enough.
If you even just listen to his lyrics and his music, you can hear him talking about his own death, you know, or seeing it. So if he was rapping about it, you know, he was thinking about it. So he obviously put some work in to make sure he had stuff in the vaults for when that day came.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think too many other artists have prepared themselves like that.
No.
You know, like just kept work in the vault so that after I'm gone, you got plenty of it if it's in the right hands and it goes out to the right people to produce. And like, because I'm sure some of that stuff was raw and some of it was fully produced. You know what I mean? Like stuff that you do and you say, I don't know about this right now. I don't know if I'm feeling this. And you just put that away. But it's all done. Because like we talked about it the other day. I mean, like there's plenty of artists that go out there, they make a full album and they're like, you know what? I want to go a different direction. And they pretty much scrap it. Well, they don't scrap it, but they put it in the vault. Like that album is not erased just because they don't use it.
Yeah.
It's basically in a hard drive or on some reels, like just tucked away, ready to be released at some point at any given time. Then there's other songs that are like just basically skeleton tracks, right? Like I got this idea and it's not fully, you know, established yet, but this is the idea. And then you move on to another one. Every artist got like a lot of stuff like that.
Prince is supposed to have a legendary
catalog like
of unreleased shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Another Gemini. Because we work. Geminis, we work. we overdo it sometimes.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Manic.
Yeah, that's what,
But it's great to have a body, to be able to have a body of work that lives on, you know, and it's new and fresh to the people, because people, they're still fans.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They still would love to hear that voice. You know, it's just like when you have a verse and it goes onto a new beat and someone takes it and manipulates it, that's one thing. But if it's something that the artist did and just put it away, but it was like intended for something to just to be put away, That's dope.
Facts.
Yeah, you could put that out as art too. Make it like an exhibit. You know, make a Tupac exhibit at a gallery, art based off of, you know, him, and then pop some of those some of those songs that you can't sell. You can only experience it in this exhibit. Oh man, kidding me?
That's a great idea.
That display. I know I'm a marketing genius.
Yeah,
The people, nobody will hire me though.
It's pretty
I
fucking
get too
good.
high. But I'm saying, man, people from far and wide would come to see that. They'd be like, okay, a Tupac exhibit with some unreleased songs that you can only see here. I'm going.
Lying around the corner.
Yeah,
Lying around the corner.
I'm going to see that, and especially if it's immersive.
And you can't bring your phone in to record.
Yeah, you cannot bring your phones in.
Locked up.
There's no.
Dave Chappelle was having
Yeah.
everybody put their
Oh, we
phones
did it.
in a little.
You could have it
that
before.
too.
We
You
were
could have
there
it
when he got stabbed.
You could before you go
shit.
in and after you come out, but not in there.
Right.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah, we were at that performance where the guy jumped on the stage.
Yeah.
We were at that one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we were at that one. We saw that.
And
go
wasn't
down.
there like 3 or 4? He's got another one coming, by the way, we
Yeah.
could go to. It's coming up in Anaheim in like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to go.
Yeah. But that would be a great experience for Tupac. Like doing an art exhibit like that with unreleased joints.
Yeah, his fans will fucking go crazy.
I mean, I know he's already got the immersive experience, but if that was like locked into songs that you can only experience there, you cannot buy them songs. I mean, old fans would reconnect for sure because they'd want to hear like what that is, and new fans, they would just be getting it new, and then they'd probably go check in for the older catalog once they're like, oh, okay, he did this. Oh, yeah. And connect all that stuff. And then they see the influences of like how many rappers basically took his template and used it to like form their own deal. Because he was a template.
You preaching now.
I'm just saying. I'm a
Yeah.
student of the game. I know he was a template.
You talking that shit now, B.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, you just dropped 2 joints yourself, right?
Yeah, I did. On the same day.
On the same day, 2 albums on the same day and 2 separate singles for those albums?
Definitely.
Damn.
Yeah.
What gave you that idea?
Well, to be honest with you, I kind of wanted to rap. I had 2 series going at the same time.
Oh, I see.
The Hope Dealer, I had 1 and 2, and then I had OG 1 and 2.
Right.
And so I was like, I want to wrap this up, and I don't want to put them out separately. Let me just put it together, you know. And I had a few songs that I had already been working on with an artist by the name of Mars, who's up here with me right now, Marcellus.
What's up, Mars?
Dope rapper, singer, great writer.
Word.
And so we had just been, you know, fucking around in the studio working on songs, and some of them sounded good. And so I just decided to just put these 2 projects together, but with different, you know, tones
Right.
to them.
Yeah, different. Like one's a little bit more aggressive and the other one's more laid back.
A little bit more laid back player.
Yeah, cruise style.
Yeah. Something you can drive up to PCH too.
Yeah.
It's the PCH album.
If you got one of the big body Cadillacs, you know what I'm saying? Just
Drop top.
lean back.
Oh man.
With the grooves, you know what I mean?
That's dope though. Like, cause to me, you know, the way of making, you know, putting out albums, old school traditional style that we grew up to, whatever. I think that is like, it like bores people now. I think, you know, like they can go pick and choose the songs from the album they want, you know, and so it's like the digital shit, you know.
Yeah.
They pick and choose. But when you do something interesting like that, man, I think it makes them think a little bit more. And they're like, shit, let me go check that out. I think people need to do more out of the box thinking when they release albums these days. If they're going to release albums, for me, I'd rather just do songs now. Let them concentrate and focus on one thing. Let everything breathe, and then hit them with the next shit. You could make an album worth of joints.
True story.
But release them one at a time and just let them all breathe their own air. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's where I was prior to putting these 2 projects out. But again, like I wanted to wrap these series up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't leave them on 2.
Yeah, you can.
I was like, fuck, I got to do 3.
That's right.
And so let me just wrap them up, get them both together. And like you said, it kind of kept me interested.
Yeah.
Because now once I got the idea, now it's like, let's make these different as possible from each other. Let's, kind of have some fun. It's only 9 songs on each of them. You know what I mean?
It's like a balance.
Yeah.
Was it done at the same time, or did you give each one like its own space and then put it together?
In the beginning, they had their own space, but towards the end, I just started to,
Combining sessions.
session like, okay, I know I use that for that. I use that for that. I could tell by the end of the song which one was gonna go where.
Right.
Right.
I see. You was just vibing the end out, like in sort of picking what was vibing towards this and putting it over here, and likewise for the other.
Yeah, because
To
the
finish it
the
out.
prior OGs have a certain sound to them. It's more sample driven. I use more samples on the OGs,
Right.
and then the Hope deal is like more newer music.
Right.
It kind of I might have a trap beat on there
Right.
with a sample over it.
Yeah, more electronic based
Yeah,
as opposed to sample.
100%. And
Yeah.
so just creating, you can tell. That song is gonna go.
Right.
And this song was gonna go over there. But in the beginning, it was just us in the studio recording. I really had a lot of fun just fucking making music and not really caring if I put it out or not.
Yeah. Hey, that's what it's about. That's when you make the best joints.
Yeah.
Is when you're not really under that pressure to make the song for a purpose of like, oh, I got to get sales, or it's got to be a single, because that's where most artists always crashed at. That like didn't grasp. Just like Do You, don't chase the single, because when you chase the single, it's elusive.
Oh
You
yeah,
might- you might
it's
catch
so
it.
elusive.
You might catch it, but 9 times out of 10, you might not.
Yeah, man.
It's unless you got that touch, you know what I mean? And you got that team that's got that touch. But realistically, chasing singles ain't it. I think an artist should just
Nah,
beat
that
them.
shit like chasing strippers with dollar bills in their ass. and
Right.
shit around the club. You know what I mean?
with a dollar bill.
It's not gonna get them with that dollar bill.
Yeah,
It's not gonna happen. Chasing singles, and you're right. A lot of artists do that shit, and this is the most fun I had making music because there is no pressure. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just about doing the shit because I love it.
because you loved it. Yeah,
and the shit sounds good, and I might be the only one that hate a record. You talk about catalogs and shit and unreleased music. I might just fucking listen to my own record 100 times and never put it out, and there's nothing wrong with that.
no, I don't
Never
think
would.
so. I don't think so.
I probably wouldn't want to do this shit if I had to do it, in a structured way where, we need you to get on this record with this artist because he's trending over here and he's doing these numbers and it'd be a good look for you.
That's what's great about the independent world right now in terms
100%.
of making music, is that you don't got to play that game. You can play it if you want, but like you could totally run your own goddamn system and navigate it the way you want. You know what I mean? And you don't got to like play none of those games. And that's what's
beautiful.
dope. That's what's dope about it right now. You could choose. It's
That's one of the positives.
Yeah.
If you had to point, to the silver lining, is that right there, the freedom. And, you can put your shit out to the world, to your fan base.
Yeah.
And if you got 100 motherfuckers that only get your shit, then that's dope. You keep
It
feeding
starts
them.
there.
You keep feeding them 100
Yeah.
motherfuckers until it turn into 2 or 3,
Yeah.
so on and so forth.
I mean, it starts with the small number. I mean, nobody starts like with 1 million people just jumping on your shit.
Well, now you
top.
can go viral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You go viral
You
over.
can,
Yeah, that's true.
but that's still not easy.
No.
When you think about how many people submit music videos on the daily, look, here's the system, right? And you know this as well as I do, and so do you, that once upon a time, the industry only put new music out on a Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Right? And it got so overwhelming due to the technology and the overwhelming amount of songs getting created by new artists, independent and signed to a label or a major label. Now they got to add an extra date after all these years of music released on just this one day because of technology and the wave of music from
How
amateur
easy it is.
from amateur artists to pros. It was really easy. So now you got this influx of music. We need 2 days. So now it's a Tuesday and Friday, right?
Friday.
Friday.
Right? that's how big it is that the industry had to open up to a second day because there's so many more artists now because of the fact that you could go viral on blowing one of your songs up on a YouTube or a Vimeo or a
TikTok
or any one of those platforms. You know what I'm saying? And that's great. Not all the time,
but the odds are very low.
The odds are low,
Right.
you know, that you're going to do that. But like if you got one, you could most certainly pop it off without the high interest loan. It's the worst high interest loan ever.
You mean
know,
that record deal?
The record deal, yeah, because that's what it is. Everything that you do is going to be recouped. You're going to get paid last on this shit. But if you do really well,
You're
you're
at the
going to
bottom
get
of the totem pole.
Yep.
if you do really well, you're going to get paid. But you were the last one to get paid.
The last one.
The last one. So you better do really well.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the way you
To
said it.
get paid
The way you said it.
From-
The last one.
from the industry. Now you go out and do shows and merchandise for those shows that you sell, that's your money. You know what I'm saying? But like the rest, you waiting on
The last one.
your part of the money, which is a small bit in comparison to what they got for putting your creativity out.
Especially when
And that's
you
the traditional record deals.
That's
That's
you
the
know?
Yeah,
traditional
yeah.
'Cause
record.
they got these new ones now, and they got a
Streams.
remix on them, and
yeah,
you know,
yeah, where they're like
got to read the fine print,
then the
and
360
then the fine
deals.
print of the fine print.
Exactly. It's
Yep.
that triple fine print.
So they've gone back to snatching
So-
up your publishing and your merch rights
Exactly.
and your name and all this other stuff.
Exactly.
They'll give you this blown out number because they think you'll never hit it, right? And in your mind, you may look at that math and be like, oh, wow, yeah, probably I'll never hit that. I should just take this. And boom, they got all these things. Now, some of it's contingent upon you getting your ass out on tour and promoting some of that back catalog and some of that
Oh, you
merch
better.
and all that stuff. Otherwise, you are good for nothing. We bought all this catalog and you're not promoting it. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean, and people don't realize the fuckery they get into with some of these deals. But the bright side of it is the independence. You know that you don't got to take that deal. You could like craft it all yourself. And if you do get lucky enough to have something viral that goes, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
And independent platinum is different than industry platinum.
Okay,
As far as
hello.
numbers, right?
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
We went independent platinum in the early 2000s.
that's right.
With a couple of releases, and the money is absolutely different, and it was absolutely the reason why we never signed a traditional deal, even when we were offered some cool deals, but we was just doing the math like 1 + 1
Right.
is 2 all day long,
Yeah.
and so this don't add up.
Oh yeah.
Good man.
If I can do this over here, you know what I mean? And so we had a nice journey in the independent world, and it allowed us to be ready for when everything went to the digital side. And Ghazi was one of the people that we knew from the Bay long time ago when he
Yeah,
was at
salute to
In
Ghazi.
Grooves. And he was telling us like, yo, this shit is all about to go. It's all about to go digital. It's all
Digital,
about to go
yeah.
digital.
Record
And
companies
so-
didn't see that.
Nope. He was a visionary. That's why he's in the position he's in to this day. But I'm grateful that we kind of paid attention a little bit
Yeah.
because we took our catalog digital a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
It's been, it's been feeding us ever since.
You had to get ahead of the game with that. And
Oh, yeah.
in the industry in itself, they were so behind it. It was crazy.
They ain't even see it coming.
They didn't see it coming. And but that gave way for room for artists to be completely independent and
Absolutely.
not need their asses.
Absolutely.
Like this digital age, like pretty much, fostered that because we didn't have that, right? Like, so if you couldn't get a record deal from a major or even the independents in that time,
Mm-hmm.
there was no way for you to put out a record.
Nah, you was literally
single-
pressing your shit up yourself.
Yeah.
And out the trunk with it.
And now you don't need to do that.
Nah.
Anybody could put out a record at any given time, at any time of the day. It doesn't got to be a Tuesday. It doesn't got to be a Friday.
Any day.
It doesn't got to be with this fucking label over here and
straight.
that one over there.
No.
I could do it right now on my SoundCloud.
my aunt could put a record out tonight
Yeah.
and put it in
Someone could,
Artwork and everything.
and
Someone-
artwork and the whole shit.
someone could shit over a beat right now and put it out. It's a song, and there it is.
True.
The digital age has brought forth this type of freedom.
It's like the gift and the curse, man.
It's a gift and a curse, yes, because some of it is shit on a beat.
It is.
It is. I was about to
Absolutely
say.
shit on,
Yeah.
shit on a beat.
That you mentioned, I've heard it.
That would be a good transition, like interlude. You know what I'm saying? Talk about today's music
Man.
to the
That's what it
beat.
sounds like.
I mean, you know what? But the thing is, we're not hating.
No,
We're not
'cause
hating.
I like some of the new shit
And
when it's good.
yeah.
But
When
there's
it's
a lot of trash.
music's
too.
got to evolve, everything like this, whatever the case may be. But we come from a certain thing, a certain era, a different cloth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we know what's up. We know the road.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's some new shit that's dope.
There
You
is.
know what I mean? And
It's just a smaller percentage. Like back then, if you weren't fire, you didn't get out. If you weren't the best of the best, no one heard you.
yeah,
So-
well, the vetting process has
Yeah.
been eliminated
Yes,
because
that's out.
of technology.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's unfiltered.
We went through a whole vetting process.
Yeah.
And even with a popular rapper like Tupac,
Yeah.
it still wasn't a guarantee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For us. And we literally scrapped for every little piece.
That's
Right.
true.
You know what I mean? And the vetting process, like I said, has been eliminated. And so it's just really easy to just slide something in with a gimmick attached to it to get you viral, to get you seen.
Yep.
And these younger generation, like they marketing geniuses too. I look at
True
them and
that.
I be impressed.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I ain't gonna lie.
True that.
Because they be coming up with some really creative ways to get their content out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do I love it all? Absolutely not. But I can see the genius in the shit.
And how about majors are paying attention to cats like that? They're like waiting for you to build your base already. So like if they go and see that this singer or rapper or some musician of some sort's got like, 1 million something, 2 million, 3 million followers without really being a celebrity yet, but they got a following that fucks with them. So when they put out a song, you could see in the numbers that they react to the songs.
Because now
The record companies are looking at that now. It used to be a different criteria of what they looked at and where they looked, but now they look at that.
They look
Man,
at
a lot of
all
these
those
little
facts.
dudes is booking their own tours.
What's your
they
YouTube
on
doing?
tours, selling
Right.
out.
it's more of like now, not your music. Are you marketable? I feel like
That
vetting,
too. Well,
the
that's
vetting-
always it.
The vetting process it didn't go away. It's just different. You got tattoos on your face, and you look good with 30 chains. And can we sell you as a package? Because they got fire producers who could put beats to almost anybody, and there's proof out there with some weak, no lyrics, like no talent, but people are bopping because the
'Cause you're-
beat.
Yeah,
'cause
but
the beat
on
is
the flip
good.
side, they're
Yeah.
finding,
You're marketing an IP, bro.
but
That's
also they're finding like really talented
There is
people
for
too.
sure. There is.
Because there's like at least like 5 big stars that came from being, viewed on YouTube. Like
Yeah,
they got
like social media.
They got discovered on
personalities.
YouTube.
Yeah.
And there are artists that have millions of fans and have not stepped one foot on stage on tour.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
of
and it
their
shows.
because of their social media, genius. But again, when it comes down to going on the stage and doing the do, it definitely shows.
Well, you got to train for that though.
That's a different.
Like
And that's
so-
why I was gonna say that's where some of the art is starting to,
fall off a little bit.
it's
right.
okay.
We're
We're gonna
talking-
talk about it. We're gonna
We were
talk
talking about that the other
So
day.
live performances is
Right.
crazy. It's just sometimes I'll be looking and I'll be like, wow, you know what I mean? Like the mic is over here.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I mean? It's-
And they're rapping over the track.
and
It's like
all of that.
I mean vocal track. Let me be specific because we all rap over a track, but
Right.
the difference is when you hear certain artists where they're actually going based off of their voice, there's nothing underneath it. We're going over the beat, the track, right? But there's going over the vocal track where the vocals exist under it. And this is what you hear a lot today from a lot of the newer artists, that maybe they don't know the song as well as they should, or maybe this is like
Drugs.
something. You
It ain't-
never,
it ain't
you
just
rarely
weed.
hear.
Ain't just weed.
You rarely hear them rocking their verses without this underneath. And like for me, we were bringing up the other day, we were talking about Julio G, and we were talking about like how mad would that make you if you paid for a ticket as a hip hop fan? You know, like as a hip hop fan, like in the generation that we grew up, we'd be mad if the rapper, female or male, was rocking over a vocal track, like or lip syncing or any of that would have been like
definitely not no lip syncing.
I want my money back.
You know what I mean? And if you're gonna rock over the track, you vocally are so strong that we can't even really hear that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I seen KRS-One perform live, and he was louder than the beat.
Right.
Just vocally.
Yeah.
He just louder than the beat. Whatever's under that, because he's just vocally that's strong. And so if you're gonna do it, you got to be like that.
You got to be like that. And most of them ain't like that.
Nah, they not like that because they also singing, they doing melodies and shit, and they got the auto tune,
And they got the
helping
auto-tune.
them out. You know what I mean? And so
Word.
then when you hear them live, they out of key, and you know. What
I don't
mean?
mind when
Like,
they could actually
it's
do
crazy.
it. When they can actually do it,
It's a couple that can actually do
yes,
it.
There's only
I
a few.
fucks with
There's only
that.
a couple that can do it because it's dope, and when
Right.
it's dope. But
'Cause
the ones that
artistically it
can't,
is
it's like
Yes, because artistically it's dope. It's if
Absolutely.
Can you pull it off live?
ones who do it at a high level.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I
My
respect
homeboy who's with me now, Mars, he can do it at a high level. He sings and raps. He's like a perfect hybrid of both. You know what I mean? And you're not gonna hear that out of key. You're not gonna
Right.
we don't even use auto tune in the fucking studio. He don't need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I give it to the ones that could like really get out there
And
do
who
it.
know how to use the
Yeah.
auto tune because it's an instrument just like anything else. But you got to know how to use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think Lil Wayne is the only one that could just get away with using it and not. He don't need it because he got bars, but he can get away with
He
using it.
can
and
get
not-
away with it, yeah.
Anybody else is like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
He
know
be
what I mean?
killing it too.
It's him, and then like after that, everybody else. You know what I mean? You got to know how to use that
You
shit.
got to know how to use it. That's right. Just like Roger when he was using the
100%.
the talk box or voice
Yeah.
box.
Mm.
Sorry. What was it called again?
Yeah, it's a voice
The
box.
voice box.
Talk box.
Talk
Yeah.
box. Which him and Peter Frampton used.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Peter Frampton used it on one single. Roger used it on practically every goddamn.
Yeah, that was his thing.
That was
That
his
was his-
thing.
100%.
But he was the master of that. Sort of like how T-Pain was the
Word.
master of the auto-tune.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Then a lot of guys started adapting the style, and the shit went crazy.
Yeah.
And instead, it's like, is it still? It's kind of still here.
And you know who is dope at the talk box too that nobody really gives props to, and they should, is DJ Quick.
Oh, for sure.
Genius with that shit.
Fucking genius.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Like my bro.
DJ Quick is dope. He's all around.
He's a
all
fucking
the way around.
Yeah.
He's
all the
a
way.
fucking genius, bro. Like he gets flowers, but he don't get enough.
You don't get enough. I agree.
He's one of them guys, bro. Like he could do it all. Like
Definitely.
literally.
By
He could-
itself in the studio, you put Quick.
He could make the
Your
beat.
whole album.
He could make the beats. He could write the songs to them, arrange, tweak all the shit. He don't need nobody for nothing.
And he'll go in there and scratch on the record
And
too,
he
because
can
don't
scratch
forget
on-
he's a DJ.
Like this, he could do all of it, and on a high level. That's the whole thing. You know, like sometimes you get guys that could do all this stuff, but they're really only great at one of those things, and they're
Yeah.
okay at the others. But my dude right here, I mean,
And I appreciate the guys that stay in their lane and say, yo, this is what I do. I rap. And I'm going to do that well. At least do that well.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he does every parts of every lane in his all those lanes. He does them well. Because like the dude can engineer his own song, like sound engineer it, right? Like other producers need a different ear to come like tweak, you know, the kick or the hi-hat or the snare or the sample or the vocals, a vocal effect or whatever. You know, not all the producers know all that get down. So they need an engineer to help them with this type of shit. But like when Quick goes into the studio, he knows all the gear.
Shit, he that dude.
He knows
You're
all the
100% right.
gear. He knows the board. Doesn't need the engineer. All the engineer is at this point is an assistant.
Assistant to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I need this, and that, plug this into that and the other, and whoop-de-wop, and that's quick.
Yeah,
And
and,
then-
and a lot of people know this, but All Eyes on Me sounds the way it sounds because Quick mixed that album.
Yeah, he mixed
The
it
slickness of it.
under David Blake.
That was a sound Pac never really had in
Yeah.
his music. He was almost there with Me Against the World, but All Eyes on Me had that. That was David Blake.
True.
That was David Blake.
Had that sprinkle on it.
A lot of people that didn't do the math on that, that was his name for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
didn't
because he
go-
couldn't use DJ Quick at the time.
Yeah.
For All Eyes on Me.
Shout out
Contract,
to Dave.
contract issues.
Word.
Yep.
Yeah, David Blake mixed that album.
Big shout out to David. Word
Yeah.
up.
So he's produced beats, mixed beats, rapped on beats. I mean,
Yeah. It's records that we know and love that Quick done touched that we just don't know. You know what I mean? His catalog is extensive. And and it's dope that we give him his flowers, man. It's dope that we give artists their flowers, man.
Yeah,
I
we got
came
to.
in here just want to give y'all flowers
And
because
likewise,
of the
man.
influence y'all had on me personally. And then, like I said, I watched that doc twice. Shit is epic. If y'all
Hey,
ain't see it,
I'll tell you what, man.
go see it.
When we was
How?
coming up in the game, that was what it was about, right? Like the old school guys that were like the generation before us, they didn't hate on us and try to stop our role. They actually co-signed us and like gave us our flowers early before we even fucking deserved them. They were like, "Hey, yo, these are the guys. Check them out." And they could have been like, "Nah, fuck them,"
Yeah.
and saved the look for them, but they didn't. So for us to be trying to just keep it without giving flowers to each other and to the other cats coming up, that's
And everybody else does it, man.
yeah,
The
it's
rock
against
guys do it. The fucking jazz guys do it.
it's
You know what I
against the
mean?
grain of the teachings if you don't do this, because like once upon a time we were the young artists and they didn't shut us out, they embraced us, so we got like embrace the new artists. The ones that are boof, fuck it, they're boof. You know what I mean? But like, hey, let's be 1 million. Like in the 90s, there was great groups and there was also boof.
Yeah, there was some whack shit in the 90s too. 100%.
So, like, we could be 1,000 throughout the history of music. There's great music and boof-ass music.
Boof
that's
is in
corny.
every genre.
in generation.
It doesn't matter what it is. There's
Yeah.
boof there.
That's the yin and yang. That's the negative, positive deal. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be in life without it. This is what charges life. Some people like this shit. Some people don't. Know what I mean? Because if we all like the same thing, we just be robots for the same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. There's people that swear by fucking Burger King and won't go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Never had it, or maybe had it once. Maybe liked it, but felt the allegiance over here. So I'm sticking with
you
this
know what I
shit.
It's my thing.
This is my thing. Yeah.
Pledging allegiance to this shit.
Somebody said Arby's the other day. I was like, I think it was Steph Tone.
Tone.
Yeah.
Steph Tone.
He
said
crazy.
Arby's. He crazy.
He crazy on that one. He's wild.
They got the meats.
Yeah, that place
Wow,
is terrible,
yeah,
man.
I don't
Yeah,
know when's
man.
the last time I had something at Arby's.
Don't.
You know what
Butter
You
butt.
know what is fire though? They have this like Hawaiian punch, like icy. And
Okay, that's
That
acceptable.
shit, yo,
the
it
drink
was
at
hot, and it was like we were in Santa Clarita and we just finished bowling.
Okay.
A lot of
And-
sugar though,
and,
huh?
I mean, yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's just, I'm not really big on Hawaiian punch, but this shit was like Hawaiian punch and like soda at the same time. That shit smacked, bro. Like
It
I
was
was
good,
like,
right?
Fire.
yeah, bro. It was like
It was from Arby's.
No, that's from McDonald's.
Hey,
Oh, it's from McDonald's.
Yeah, it was like a Hawaiian punch icy, and I was like, they got ices up in there now.
you three we're close in the same age. You kind of come up sort of in our age group a little bit. You were like the younger brother, right? Did y'all ever go like into the 7-Elevens and rock all the mixes into
course,
the big
man, that was life.
Oh
Or-
yeah.
That was a
Part
thing.
of life, man.
That was
Like, let me see how many flavors I could
I
make
did
right
that.
here.
yeah.
You did that
100%.
too?
Yeah,
100%.
Definitely.
Because they still leave it open that you
Yeah.
could do this, yeah?
yeah.
yeah, you
Sure.
can.
Still
That
to
was
this
a-
day, right now.
That was a thing, man.
Of
Like,
course.
that was a whole lot of sugar we were intaking
Oh,
too.
man.
That shit.
The big gulps.
Then go home and drink Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We was
As the
sugared
soda.
off.
Be
As the
sugared the fuck up.
As the container
Bouncing off
started
the
getting
wall.
bigger, the container started getting bigger, like the mega gulp
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then you really
Yeah.
start mixing
Oh,
all the
you remember
stuff
The
in it,
big
you know?
gulps were everything.
The little
son.
cooler ones they used to have, like the construction workers used to have those. They're like I remember back in the 90s, you see the construction workers with like these super big ones, and they'd be like it'd be mostly them, and they could come fill it up with whatever they want.
gallon.
They'd be filling up with like Coke or soda, and then I remember I finally bought one of those, and it was icy time, dude.
I used to do like all kinds of mixes and shit. They're like, because at one point we lived right around the corner from a 7-Eleven when I was in Monterey Park or somewhere around there. And every time, boom, mixing a big gulp of some shit. And it was just the biggest sugar intake. You got to find place for that energy. 'cause
Diabetes in a cup.
Hello. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, man.
Look at it. They
I don't know how our
losing
parents
feet.
dealt with this. I don't know how our parents dealt with this after that much sugar intake
With
when
a
you
belt,
think about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that too.
I
that
wasn't
too.
allowed to have red drinks
have
in the
to.
house. Yeah, they thought it made me worse.
Yeah, because there's a lot of sugar, man.
of
man.
sugar.
Nah, that's a fact. That Red 40.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to have the red, but I drank it anyway. But
That's why. Oh, wild ass.
That's
I had to
soda?
keep that away from my daughter for a lot of
That-
years.
I mean,
Yeah, that's the one right there.
See, there
Look
you
at
go.
Think
Oh,
about
shit
that.
is ridiculous. Look at that.
Like,
shit.
Think about Red 41. That shit.
Fucking ridiculous.
Like, why, man?
Why would any human need to consume
You don't
that?
need that. You don't need
Fucking
that.
soda right
man.
there, man.
that's
Like
why
the original advertisement
Cali
for-
Blaze at 6.
for this was supposed to be like going to the beach, have a nice picnic with your family or something
That's a
like that.
family
That's supposed
size.
to be like a family size thing. But motherfuckers in America started taking that shit like,
that shit down
yo,
by
I
the-
got
This is
fucking
me.
soda
To the head.
all day.
This is all me.
This is all
Goodness.
All me.
big gulp. This is my gulp.
Look at that shit.
Unnecessary.
Oh, with the icy though, that shit smacks though if you go to the beach.
No, I mean, of
Look at,
course.
like-
Hit this a lot of syrup when it
Look,
melts down.
the
though,
move
buddy.
is though if like you get like a bottle of Hennessy or like
Oh, yeah,
or like some
well.
whiskey like or something.
Then it's gonna melt even.
No, and then you just fill it up halfway, and then and then you just put a bunch of kind of make one of those like big drinks, and then you share that.
Are you making this up in your head right now?
No, because I've seen these videos of like these big ass
all
drinks.
right,
They sell
so
them already.
I
and
thought
it's
you
like
were
in a
free
pitcher,
balling right here.
and they're like some liquor stores kind of have it. There's one in Azusa that's like famous for it on TikTok. That's like that that they sell pre-made drinks. They'll sell you like a pitcher, like 3 different Arizonas, and there'll be like a bunch of vodkas. So I'm like, with that, if 7-Eleven was smart, they could just like mix it up for you already. And just sell you the kit, and then you could just get fucked up at home.
Blended.
Well, not blended, but like
look at that. Now
Look at
that's
that.
America.
No,
Look at that.
unnecessary.
I don't think that's real, dude.
Super
course
big
not,
gulp.
but I'm just
Diabetes
saying,
in a day.
Stupid.
Super big gulp.
That's like America.
He can't figure out why he's overweight. Like, I
Special.
Yeah.
can't fucking figure out why I can't
Why did
lose
my
weight.
toe just get removed?
I'm trying. Yeah.
Wow.
You ever met somebody that got their toe removed?
Yeah, bro. I have a friend who lost his leg young.
Fucking
too,
cry
bro.
all the time, huh?
Seriously, like 40 years old. He had like but lower half.
Nah, that shit is no joke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, every time you ask
And he
somebody that
was-
has one, they'll start crying.
Yeah, bro. He grew up overweight the whole time. Everybody's told him his whole family was overweight, had problem with diabetes. Bro, he was like 41 or something like that, off with his leg.
Yeah.
His whole leg,
man.
not just his
No,
toe?
no, the bottom part of his
Oh.
leg. I'm just saying, he got.
Hey, discipline is hard, man, but you got to stay on it. You know, if you're gonna,
Yeah.
try to keep it
You
together.
can't just
man.
like intake the calories. You gotta burn them too.
That's right.
Like I'm just saying, like
Word.
There
you
is.
can't just collect them motherfuckers, bro. Like,
They-
if you're gonna eat like,
Yeah, they gotta go somewhere.
yeah, bro. Like if you're gonna fucking eat like heavy, bro, like
You gotta
you're gonna
do
have
shit.
it's gonna be a long ass fucking run.
100%.
Yeah, like if you want to get nearly half of that shit off, because you can't really just
No, you
burn
just
that
gotta
whole
stay-
shit
you gotta-
100% off.
You just
Those
got to
things
be
do.
active more than you usually are. Like do shit. You know, it doesn't necessarily got to be working out. You could take walks, longer walks, and things like that, and just like and burn some of that shit.
You can't walk off one of those slurpees.
No,
Those
it
things
takes
like,
2 weeks.
Word, they're like 2,000.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
No, hey.
Especially with the way we eat in America, man. It's just
Oh,
like
yeah.
Everything's a novelty.
everywhere you go is high calorie, is high sodium, is high, sugar. So it's hard to say, okay, I'm gonna eat that and then I'm gonna go walk it off.
That's what
So
I'm
you
saying.
need like a month of fucking month of working out to eat like one trip to fucking Cheesecake
Well, look.
Factory.
Yeah, well, no, like to equate it like this. Like, so when you absorb something like that, the next day you got to be working out for like 2.5 hours to burn. that off.
100%.
Good luck.
Definitely.
Yeah. Like
People do it,
he's-
but I'm
Yeah.
saying that's
People
that's,
do it. It can
that's-
be done, but most people don't have that kind of
No.
commitment.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
that's the
cheesecake
thing.
is one of the worst that you brought up. Like when it comes to calories, bro, you can go there and eat 3,000-4,000 calories. And I think that one of the worst things there is a salad. A Chinese chicken salad is like 2,200 calories. So I'll just have the salad. You ain't burning that off.
Nope.
If you're running up,
Yeah,
And
there's
you
a lot
think
of
you
sugar
eating
in that
healthy?
you
salad.
might burn 800 to 1,000 calories if you run uphill for an hour, like full at 8 miles an hour on a
Right.
treadmill. Maybe burn 1,000. So if you're doing weight training, maybe another 500, 700. You ain't burning that, even the salad off, man.
Well, there's a way to get that off. Like the style of workout that you do can
Most
pump up your
people, how
heart
about
rate.
that?
Well,
Right.
most people,
There
yes.
you
You got to
go.
be very disciplined
Yeah.
for that type
Just
of
throw
shit.
it up.
You gotta
You gotta be-
very disciplined.
Yes,
that.
you gotta be doing 2 a days sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Intermediate fasting
Yeah.
helps out a lot.
High impact.
You know what I mean?
training.
I was 300 pounds at one time. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
right. You
And
dropped all that.
Yep.
And trust me, it wasn't
Work.
easy, but it wasn't as hard as you think it is. You just got to be committed to the shit. You
It's
know
all
what I'm saying?
commitment.
and kind of turn it into a lifestyle, and not just be like, yo, I want to look like this, so I'm gonna work out until I look like that.
Exactly.
That's gonna frustrate you.
You have
because
to maintain that.
You're gonna be looking at yourself every day like, I don't look like that yet. Nah, you just gotta adapt the lifestyle and say, this is
And you
is
may never
valuable
look
to
like
my
that,
life.
though.
Huh?
You may never look like what you're trying to look
You may
like
not.
either. So
You know
don't
what I'm
even
saying? But
try
it's
to
about
make
the
yourself
journey.
healthy. Yeah.
But
It's
if-
about the journey and the benefits from,
Right.
saying this is what I'm gonna do for me.
It's about having a goal too, though. Like it's good to have a goal. Like this is what I want to get to, and even if you maybe don't get 100% of there,
Right.
Yeah.
at least.
But
you're-
small attainable goals,
Yes.
because when you make such lofty goals and you don't hit them, it discourages people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hit
Especially
'em-
fat people.
you gotta hit
This
'em
is
level
coming
by
from
level.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're looking in the mirror every day, like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah,
you
you
got to
gotta
hit it level by level. You can't
make
hit
some
it all.
That
small
shit just
attainable
can't
goals.
disappear overnight, bro.
Nah, it's
You
not.
know what I mean? Like,
Takes work.
yeah, that shit takes a lot. Like, you know what's the best way you could tell is just wear a belt, motherfucker. like seriously, wear a belt, dude. And as soon as you keep working out, you gonna notice the buttons gonna just keep sliding
that.
and sliding.
Yeah, you
That's
notice
the
your
only
clothes
way
fit
you're really
better.
gonna know. If
Yeah.
you're not gonna look
Yeah.
at it, if you're not gonna don't look at yourself in the mirror every
Don't
day,
weigh yourself every
Don't weigh
day.
yourself.
Yeah.
Just wear a fucking belt. Bro.
Listen, what you
You know what I mean?
said was everything. It was the most important thing, which was you got to make it your lifestyle, not a fix it.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
like let's just say you do get to, projected goal, right? You want to lose 150 pounds if you're that overweight, right? Let's just say you get to the 150. A lot of people, when they get to that, they'll stop and think like, okay, the work's over. And guess what?
party
the
time.
The work is never over because now you have to maintain staying there. And staying there means now I got to watch what I'm putting into my system
Mm-hmm.
and I got to make sure I keep up this level of activity.
Because the hamburger is still there.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't go away when
Doesn't
you know
go
what I mean? And the fries to go with it.
Yes. And if you let go of the habits that got you back to where you wanted to be, then you're going to have to start all over again.
You'll
And-
gain that shit back. It'll come back.
Oh yeah, it'll come back. So it's about once
Way
you get
quicker than you lose.
what's
Yep.
so it's the commitment you put behind it and making it the lifestyle, like you said. It's got to be a
Gotta
part.
be a lifestyle.
It's got to be a part of your daily pattern for you to maintain it once you get there, because you got the knowledge of how you got there, and you know that if you slip, there's ways back to getting there, but you know how hard it is. So at this point, it's like working it in as a part of your life and maintaining.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what a lot
And
of
like he was talking about diabetes, man. Like especially nowadays, we're not getting any younger. You know, I've had some friends that have passed away young, and they wasn't getting shot this time.
Health.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Health was taking them out. Period.
Yeah.
Just the lifestyle. You know
Food
what I mean?
you
And
eat
thinking-
growing up too.
and
man.
thinking you still young. Like when you're young, your body can handle it a little bit better. But as you get older, those years start to
Oh yeah.
they
They
start
catch
to
up.
add up. All them years of eating 4 chicken wings and fried rice
Man,
at
Yep.
2 in the morning,
that starts to hit
chasing
30.
that shit with a 40.
That starts.
I mean, that's okay now and then,
Right.
but you can't be having
Everything
that.
in moderation. You
Right.
know what I mean?
You can't have it at the rate you used to as when you were younger, like having that,
I mean, a Tommy Burger at 50 is gonna hit different than a Tommy Burger at 25.
If you have it frequently,
right.
If this is like your weekly shit, yeah, you're gonna feel it different than you did 20 years ago for sure. You shouldn't have it that frequently because it's bad for your system having Tommy Boys. Just in general, it's horrible. But I'm saying, Tommy Burger, sorry.
Yeah, that's blowout.
Tommy Boys, Tommy Burger, whatever. You know what the fuck I'm saying. It's all horrible.
It's all blowout.
I'm sorry, Tommy Burger, Tommy's Burgers.
Whoever.
I never really liked their burgers, I'm just saying. And they're...
You don't like their tomato.
Yeah. I don't like their tomatoes.
That's what I think you're more against is the tomato.
I'm against the whole damn fucking thing, all right?
It says
not so much, I'm just kidding.
It says one of these big gulps has 91 grams of sugar in it.
Oof.
And then these ones have 146 grams of sugar.
Extreme gulp.
Wait, how much sugar in that?
This one has 146 grams of sugar.
Just to give you guys context who don't know weight, that's over a quarter pound in sugar.
Yeah.
There's over a quarter of a pound of sugar in that cup.
Yeah, that's what we were doing to
1/12
ourselves
is
as
a
kids.
quarter.
Think about that. As kids, we were drinking things that big, all sugar. Oh my God!
Why is that legal?
We were wound.
Why is that legal to sell?
It shouldn't be.
That's like a
No, it
drug
really
for kids.
shouldn't be, man.
Nah, I'm serious. Like,
It
why
really
is that legal to be able to sell? Didn't one of the mayor, like the mayor in New York, ban like
sizes? He did.
He banned the
Yes, he
sizes.
did.
That was dope.
He should.
I remember when I seen that, I was like, well, yeah.
He cared about people.
Yeah, he's like, there's no reason ever to have 100 ounces of soda.
It's no reason.
No,
You can't
there's
explain it.
no reason.
And then as a parent, now I gotta explain to my kid why you can't fucking because they like, yo, it's right there. They sell it. The commercial is dope, Dad. Why?
right.
I want that.
Right. I need it.
Yeah, I want that, and you gonna get it for me.
That's the baller cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you're not getting that, man.
No.
You ain't getting that.
Nah, you
So, some parents will stand strong on their shit and be like, nope. I don't care how much you kick and scream and holler.
Yeah. It took me a
My
minute.
kids train. They don't even look at McDonald's when we drive past it.
Yeah,
they
They
know
already
better.
know he's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
He's
Man,
not with
I
the-
think our generations, hipped our kids to like those kind of spots and like, and knowing like, nah, this isn't what you should be putting in your system.
Yeah, I mean, shit. We drive past there and go to Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I mean, it ain't,
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
hear that.
No worries.
Still can't have that every day either.
You can't
No.
have that every day neither.
That's
But,
still not great. That buttered bun with that
Yeah.
fried
but it is
chicken.
good.
Delicious.
It's great.
But
It's
not,
fire.
not all the time. That's
just
Not all the
No,
time.
just
In
not-
moderation.
Am I the only one here who really doesn't think Chick-fil-A is that great?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
might
damn
be.
good, man.
Like, I honestly don't really, like, I really don't. I think it's hype.
I don't think it's
I don't
something
think
like
it's
to
hype.
go crazy about, but it's a delicious sandwich.
I think
Can't
it's
say
maybe
that, man.
overhyped, but
Yeah, for
I'm
sure.
saying it's I think it lives up to some of the hype. It's good.
I
To
think,
me, I like
I think Cane's is better.
Well,
I like
no.
Cane's.
Like, if I had it, like, just, I don't know. It just,
I like Cane's. But,
It's cool.
I mean, yeah, but as
I
far
like
as
Popeye's chicken sandwich better than both of them.
Well, it's
think it was
because there's
phenomenal.
more
It's
spices.
phenomenal.
It's
That spicy,
more-
joint hit.
God, is
it's
that
more salt.
Spicy one definitely hit.
There's more salt. There's more spices.
delicious, man.
but it can
I
hit
see
you,
Cane's
man.
coming, man. Cane's is coming.
Yes.
But it's a little bit too much bread for me. It's too
yeah, okay,
bready.
see, I agree with you. Like, if it was just the tenders and maybe like a little coleslaw and just like some buffalo sauce,
gotta
that'd be
tell you,
straight. But you don't gotta give me like 3 pieces of bread, bro.
Chick-fil-A grilled
Yeah, like,
tenders
maybe
are the
one
Like, why you
cool.
over
Hey.
bombarding me with the bread and shit?
Hey, listen, the Chick-fil-A grilled tenders are amazing, son.
Yeah.
I don't like them. I tried
What?
them. Yeah, I didn't like
I've never had those.
Oh my
More like
god.
real chicken.
Treat yourself.
I've never had those because like if I'm gonna go for fried
They,
chicken, I want
they remind me of those little dog treats
Yes.
you give the
I
dog.
want my shit
You know, it'd
fried.
be like the little pink ones that you just
I
like.
I used to do the fried. These days I don't do as much fried. So like, if I want nuggets, I'll go to Chick-fil-A because they got the grilled ones.
So where does church?
Yeah, I don't do a lot of fried either, but if I'm gonna go for fried chicken, I don't
Give me
want to
the
eat
whole
grilled
fried
chicken.
chicken.
Let me
Where-
just have my fix
But
and
that's
get it over
the
with.
thing. Chick-fil-A is known for both. grilled and fried.
Where does Church's
I didn't know they was
fried
known for that
chicken
grilled shit.
come in? Where does Church's fried chicken come in?
It's there.
Yo, that's do it at your own risk, right?
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Yeah, like-
Straight up, bro. I don't
Depends
really
where
fuck
you
with churches.
Yeah, but
I'm
but
not touching that shit.
but Chick-fil-A
In
got
LA.
both. They
In
got
LA.
grilled and fried.
Yeah, I know. I seen it. I gotta try those. I never tried the grill.
In New York, we
before.
had Crown fried chicken too, and Crown was
Yeah,
fire.
you definitely had Crown.
Crown fried chicken was good.
Yeah.
Some of the best fried chicken I've eaten was out of the Chinese joint.
Oh, word.
New York.
Yo, in New York, our wings and the ribs,
Yeah.
bro, that's what people order. This is it. It's chicken wings and ribs all day, lo mein.
I do got a horror story.
Fire. Oh, I
From
don't
one.
know.
Y'all want to hear this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I'm in Spanish Harlem. Actually, I'm on 179th and St. Nick,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the Chinese restaurant around the corner from there to get my usual 4 chicken wings, fried rice, with some fries. This is when I was in my fat boy days, for real. Right. I'm double carbon and everything. I'm out of
Hell yeah.
control. You know what I mean? And it might be like 10 o'clock at night. I order it, go back to the stoop, about to sit down and eat it. And when I opened it up, it was a fucking fried pigeon, bro.
Oh, man.
With the head still on it and everything.
Bang.
Man, they did
The
you
head,
dirty.
everything.
No.
I went back to the spot and I lost my mind out of there. They was just
Anyone would have flipped over
That
that.
happened to me in Thailand.
They was doing a
We
lot
don't
of this.
know.
They was doing a lot of this to me.
We don't know.
I don't know.
A fried pigeon.
I'm like, look, I'm
You
smashing
knew.
shit all on the fucking. I'm like, look at it.
That looked like chicken to you? Yeah.
Nah, they just was like, you want another one?
you
know,
we'll
like,
make you another one right now.
We'll give you another order. That,
You won't be able to tell the difference.
that was it. They was like, you want another one?
I love it when they
I ain't eat Chinese food for a long time after that.
restaurants do that. You know, I got something from Del Taco back in the day, and then I said, "Yo, man," called them up and said, "Yo, man, your tortillas are kind of stale, man. Something's going on, man. It don't taste right." "Oh, we're very, very sorry. We can give you a coupon. You can get like 6 for free." You know, and they try to push it back on you. Like
I just
I'm
told you
telling
this one's bad.
I told you that this
These
shit
are gonna
is
be
bad.
better.
Right.
You know
give
what
me
You know what I mean?
These
Don't
will
worry
be
about
fresh.
those right there. We got.
Don't worry about
these will be
those.
better for you.
You know, but we're gonna get you.
These
you know,
next ones will
special.
be Dougie Fresh. Don't worry about it.
More fresh. As for me.
That's for me right here. I'm gonna make sure you get the fresh tacos.
Dude, man, that was sputter boy.
Gotta be careful where you eat.
Oh,
Moral of the
boy.
story.
Yes.
Moral of the story.
The fuel you put in is everything.
The fuel you put in and the fuel to come out.
The fuel that exhausts. Yeah, the exhaust.
Blah!
Oh my God. All right, it is now that time.
Time for submissions. 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 Time for submissions.
Hey, yo, B.
Yeah.
The chat room says that the Treehouse crew, our faces look better with the lights off.
No, of course.
Wow. Brutal.
Might have to switch that then.
Man,
That's
Brutal.
their problem. They got to deal with it.
We
They
got
got to deal with you ugly motherfuckers.
They got
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But they do got to deal with it.
we got Claudia up in here enjoying some food on her day off. Looks like some salmon, and some rice.
That's all right.
not bad.
Mhm.
Not bad.
What's up? What is that? Cilantro?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Nice.
That was good.
We got Claudia enjoying some Cali Blaze dabs.
Ah, she's got a
Oh.
4-pack. Thank you for the support. That's a 4-piece right there.
She's treating herself right.
Hell yeah. Enjoy. Thank you for the support.
You must treat yourself right.
Oh yeah.
They'll smoke that shit quick.
This is a way.
Nice.
Yep.
Look at it. It looks beautiful.
This is one
And
way
that's
of
in the
doing it.
light. The light never looks the same. You can't get the right colors when you take a video.
I'll tell you what, that still looks good.
It does.
Oh,
Good.
It definitely does. Enjoy.
the whip.
Yep. She got the Dr. Greenthumbs underneath it.
Mhm.
Seen that.
And we got a Chit homie up in here at Tony's restaurant, and he had a steak sandwich, some sourdough bread, American cheese, mushrooms, and marinara sauce.
See, E.D., this is what they do to us. We get real high with them, and then they fuck with us like
I
this.
know,
Just
it's
wanted you to know this. That's why we seeing food.
Yeah.
They do this to us on the daily.
Nice.
It's torture of.
Just torture y'all with pictures of food.
Yeah.
While you got the munchies and shit.
Yeah.
Or take your appetite away with a shit plate every once in a while.
This is their get back on us, for smoking all this good weed in front of them. You know what I mean?
Bring it.
We got Sylvia up in here saying she's always keeping it elevated. Just picked up.
All right.
Awesome.
Elevate.
We got zips.
Yeah, zips.
Okay. See?
The water bottle.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
you need another one?
Yeah. Got no more.
Oh.
I think they wanted me to move it out the way.
Oh, I see.
We got this lady at Costco. She has a pet snake in her backpack.
Wow.
Hold up.
She's got
You better have that secured or you're not coming in.
She got attachment issues,
Come on.
or the snake does. I can't just leave my snake at the crib. He goes crazy.
Well, you ain't bringing him in here.
He tries to kill my cat.
That shit is made for cats. That backpack.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cat pack?
they're breathing holes though, so the snake can breathe.
Fuck yeah, man.
Some really strange people in the world today.
I'm gonna bring.
That is a creative spot to put your serpent.
I mean, I guess if you want to ride around with your snake, it's your prerogative, but
yeah, my prerogative to tell you ain't
why
bringing that scumbag in here.
I'm like, why?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't. I can, like someone be having them in front of me, I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And I could touch them, but I'm not gonna be holding them, and I don't ever trust them.
Ain't gonna put.
Yeah, I don't know why people. Sometimes, like in restaurants, people bring their dog in a restaurant. I'm like,
I understand outside.
Huh?
Like I understand outside. It was like a patio. Like yeah, like
inside is kind of much.
Yeah, inside.
Inside is a bit much.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll say that.
I agree.
It's a little bit much.
Even if it
outside, cool.
Even if it is a service dog, like I don't care, bro. Like go outside.
I get that you need a service dog. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hate on that, but like inside, that's kind of tough because what happens when you have people that are traumatized by dogs because they got attacked by a dog when they were kids.
I mean, not just that, but
what are people about allergic
or allergic?
dogs?
Yeah,
Have allergies.
Or
that's
just,
too.
Or
now I
just
gotta
like,
suffer because you need your poodle.
Just like hair,
to fucking eat.
any little hair can fly out at any moment and just land on your food, bro. You don't not you won't even see it.
Aton's crying outside.
Like you will
Oh
not
my God, I
even see
can't
it.
believe you guys are saying this.
No, big shout out to A-Ton. Oh.
Of course.
It seems like though a lot of like people that say they have a service animal, like it's not a service animal. It's just your regular dog.
They just use that as the loophole to bring their dog.
100%. 100%.
Those folks like
They buy that on Amazon.
the people that actually need the dogs. I get it. You know what I mean? I feel for them, but it's still hard for.
Can we get a section for them?
Yeah, I mean there should be, right?
Section.
So
Special
that-
needs dogs and
so that they're
their owners.
comfortable inside.
Exactly,
chilling.
and so we can be comfortable
Yeah.
over here without the dog.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
All right.
We got Ellis up in here saying he had his cast off for 1 hour, but the doctor recommended surgery after looking at the scans, and he had to put the cast back on.
Damn. Whoops.
That looked like a foot. It looked like a monkey foot right there.
How long?
That's tough right there.
Yo, how long was it?
Monkey.
How long was he in the cast?
A few months at least.
A few months, and that's how it comes out.
Yo, your doctor fucked you,
Yo,
bro.
doctor sucks, bro.
There's a monkey
Trying
foot.
to do to me, man.
Monkey paw.
Trying to do
You should use that fist
Well,
to break it
he
again
had a
on the
hard.
doctor's face.
Hey, listen, the guy had a hard break. No pun intended. All right. He was on. I believe he was on his bike and he broke both arms because the way he landed, and so this one just didn't heal the way that the other one did. That's got to be.
It's a rough day.
That
was a rough day.
That's really tough when you got two arms broke at the same damn time, or two hands.
Yeah, what are you jerking off with your feet? Poor bastard.
Oh, easy.
Holy shit, dude.
Come on, these are real.
Well, if he's
questions,
got a
man.
girlfriend,
If not, he's fucked.
no, he's not fucked.
Go get.
He's not
yourself-
fucked at all.
Right. He's everything but fucked.
Unfucked.
He's unfucked. He's the opposite.
Y'all are wrong.
He said,
for that. Y'all
actually,
are
he's
wrong.
not. Not at all.
It's all bad. How's he eating? That's what that was my
Seriously,
second thought. Like, you know
Y'all
what I
are
mean?
wrong,
Yeah.
man.
How is he
First.
eating?
How do you eat?
Oh.
Man, it's gotta be tough. You gotta have friends around to help out.
Guess you won't be needing a
Somebody
knife.
gotta love him. Hopefully somebody loves him.
Yeah, man. Hey, we hope you heal properly, man. All jokes aside, we hope you heal properly and that hand gets back to 100. It's gonna be, a little journey, but
Once it gets better, use it to give the doctor a freaking
I
right.
would have
That
been,
terrible
man,
job
I
that
would have
did.
been hot. I would have had the doctor
Hey,
look.
you go ahead and slap that doctor in
You
the
gotta
face
put
with that
shit
monkey
back
paw.
on.
Word.
Monkey
Hey,
paw,
man.
look at that
Word.
You take that monkey
You should
paw.
be angry.
You take that monkey paw and slap your doctor right in the face with it. You know what I'm saying? Don't
That's
even
a
hesitate.
big whoops.
Give him the
Oh.
MP.
Yeah, that's a big fucking whoop, bro.
I'm about to go back in there and fix this up.
We might have to re-break that.
I fucked up.
I would fucking go to the medical school he went to, be like, look what this fucking retard did to my hand, bro.
You know
guys
what?
certified this guy. Okay, certified. This
D students, they do pass.
These earn degrees.
D students. Yeah,
D students.
I heard what you said.
These earn degrees, bro.
Yeah. Not these nuts. These students.
Shit.
Exactly.
These students could get these nuts. You know what I'm saying?
And we got Charlie up in here saying, I finally got that Cali Blades doormat.
No cuts.
Word.
There you go. No, that's a doormat. I don't know how many people gonna step to your door.
We're going to the door.
Oh, good.
And no cunt.
Whoa, okay.
If you're offended, don't come in.
That's right.
You're not welcome here. You're at the wrong house.
No
already.
cunts. Okay.
If this offends you,
You're at the wrong door.
You
It's gonna
identify.
get way worse on the other side. I promise you.
Yeah, you want it to be known.
Yeah, word. It's like a scarecrow
Put it
type
right in
of
front of my door.
thing. I feel like a scarecrow.
it's pretty deliberate.
Yeah. No innuendo with that.
No.
In case you didn't know. No cuts.
That's right.
Right. Thanks.
And we got Mars Fu up in here showing off a little bit of artwork.
Mars.
Nice.
Nice.
Otto.
That's
From
dope.
Simpsons.
That's
Now,
sick. I like that.
now,
Melting.
if
Nice
you were in the
artwork.
melt right here, this would be like, I mean, it's
Good
already
for
awesome, but
mushrooms.
like you'd be tripping on it on a whole different level. No pun intended.
I like this.
That is dope.
Yep.
Auto.
Perfect art for the portal. Perfect.
Bring it.
Hey, bro, make one of Marge Simpson at a Cypress Hill show wearing a Cypress Hill shirt.
There you go.
I want to
That's it.
see that.
That's
Show
Bring
me.
it.
You like that one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
me too. That's the one.
It's hard.
That's the one.
Let's see you do that. I want to see that one. All right, next.
And we got Pablo up in here with a 2-gram joint, and he's saying sorry about the paper filter.
It's nice, though.
It looks good
That's good.
Yeah, man.
for a paper filter. I hate them, but that looks pretty good. You have a little dent there, but it ain't no big deal. You ain't asking for a rating, so I will not give you one. I slipped yesterday, gave someone a 2 who wasn't asking for it, but I had to.
Was it that bad?
It was
It was a 2.
a 2.
That's how bad it was.
The deuce.
And we got J Max up in here showing off some shots of Toronto. Saying this was at 6 a.m.
Awesome.
It's a nice shot of the T dot, Mike.
Wow.
Looks
6
nice.
Look at that.
a.m.
Wow.
6 a.m. and a 6.
Yep.
Oh, Canada. Shout out to Canada, man. We'll be up there in September.
Y'all gonna
Shameless plug.
How long you out there for? Is it like a proper tour?
Like 4 or 5 shows.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah,
Quick
Canada.
little run.
They receive.
Going to London, Canada's version of London for the first time.
Oh, London,
London,
Ontario.
Ontario.
We were just there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's rocking over there.
How is it?
Y'all gonna love it.
Nice.
They
Coming.
It's that hip hop vibe. They appreciate it, man. It's,
Yeah.
it's like they lock into it. So, yeah, you're gonna have a good time out there.
Yeah, they excited, man. We looking forward to that one.
Hell
First
yeah.
time in London,
That's right.
Ontario.
We got George up in here saying, yo, shout to E-Zone and thank you so much for the high and hungry hat.
You're welcome, man. That's the first sample run too, man.
That's a good one.
There's
That's dope.
the second one is being worked on. I mean, well, the other ones are being worked on, but this is the first one where we incorporated 3D printing and then the regular logo in the front.
Yeah, it looks good.
Thank you.
Excellent.
We got the Godfather up in here, and he's asking, how many of you ever noticed the bunny ears behind D-Lo in this picture?
What up, GF?
What up, man?
Oh, you put up the bunny ears on him. I never noticed.
They blended in with the bricks, though, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
GF's
Got him.
He got him. That's what he got. I see it.
You really can't tell, though.
You really can't tell.
Nice work.
I bet it's almost like the photographer's like, fuck, we didn't catch that.
And
Look at
this,
The Rock,
and this,
man.
and this pic gives you perspective of how much bigger GF was than the other guys up in here.
Yeah, look at The Rock next to him. He's way bigger than The Rock.
Yeah.
He's like
6'5",
6'5", yeah.
and
6'5".
6'2", 6'3", maybe.
But he said they made him out to be like 6'7" when he was wrestling. They just
Who?
said that. He said the WWF listed him as like 6'7". But
Who,
he was
GF?
6'5", yeah. That's what he said. He said they exaggerate everybody's
It's
height.
like, basketball
Yeah. He
sometimes.
was like, all the people, everything you read is always at least 2 inches higher.
Or an inch.
Yeah. Get away with it where you can. When you're already that big, it works. You know?
Yeah.
We got Native Vibes up in here saying drove to Dr. Greenthumb's all the way from New Mexico this past weekend.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
Nice drive.
Thank you for coming through
Wow.
and checking the flavors. I see you got the French toast and I think the Mamba. I think
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
that's what it looks like. Yup.
Got that Cali Blaze.
See,
And a
even,
2-piece of Cali Blaze on the top.
even without my glasses, I could see that.
Yeah, you know your bags, man.
Yeah. True this.
That's a nice drive from New Mexico.
That's a nice
That's
drive,
a
yeah.
serious drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed them flavors for that drive.
Hell yeah.
I know you did.
And he's saying E-Zone. We also checked out Mario Kart at Universal Studios.
Boom,
It's
bang.
Super Mario World.
Mario.
Yeah, it's Super Mario World at Universal Studios. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's kind of small compared to the one in Japan, but you know.
It's something.
It's cool. It's cool, and they're expanding on it a lot more. It's cool to see them actually capitalize on their IP that they own as compared to them just like trying to stretch out certain franchises that don't need to be stretched out like Disney is doing and losing a lot of money at the same time.
So,
Shot to Disney.
I love Disney, but it's just like, hey, bro, like Toy Story doesn't need its own fucking land, bro. Like Andy grew the fuck up already, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like let this shit go. Like, it's like I get it, but it's like there's how many fucking things are you gonna do around the same stories, bro? Like, you need some more originality.
The toys keep getting.
Yo, they're gonna maximize that IP.
Well, see, the thing,
That's one thing Disney gonna do.
Oh,
the,
yeah.
the thing about toys is they keep getting passed down till they get outdated.
They should let them age, and like some of them got child support, like real stories behind these toys by now. Like I'd like to see them aged. That would be pretty good.
That's the whole get down with what them allowing more alcohol into that park. I looked into it when I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. They're going against that vision.
Oh,
but
in Disney, yeah.
it's to make up for all the like lack of like they can't sell all this shit all this merch they're making on all these like stories that they're making. Like they don't hit like the '90s stories did. So it's like there's no longevity for 'em.
What I think is they realized how much money they were losing by not selling alcohol.
Yeah.
That's what that is. It's like,
Tons of money.
oh shit, why haven't we been? Wait a minute.
Cause you got
But they
got a drink to deal with some of that
Well,
shit.
the
if you
thing
got
is
it. That's
that
what I'm
like
saying.
they never
As a
wanted it
parent.
before because they know that if you
Walt didn't want it.
insert the alcohol, there's gonna be dudes
Problem.
and women acting like assholes in front of their kids.
Yeah.
And they didn't want that, but now it's like the dollar is
It's too strong.
too strong.
Especially when it comes to alcohol. 'Cause
Yeah.
people gonna drink, especially when they dealing with their kids. That might sound fucked up, but I'm just
If you're losing money over here,
it make it make it a little easier to deal with them. You know what I mean?
hey, look.
Hey.
The other thing is if you're losing money over here, like Ezone was talking about, got to make up for it by making money over here with this,
100%.
Yeah.
which is an easy plug-in.
Yeah.
Allow alcohol on the premises for the adults.
Somebody smart in there was like, yeah, they need liquor to deal with their fucking kids.
Yeah,
they can sell them alcohol.
Their liquidation stores are looking hella packed these days. I go there every month, and yeah, this is packed as it ever's been.
liquidation.
Or we need to make more money because the bottom line right here is fucked up.
Yeah.
We need to be selling alcohol.
Bring it.
Yeah, bring it. Just like the man said.
In the last one so far, we got Nate up in here saying he's kayaking on Pencil Lake in Canada. He smoked 2 doobies and the water feels great while being high.
Oh,
So that lake looks like where you get abducted at.
yep.
Like
Abduction Lake.
Or you get like a
It's a
parasite.
new series on Netflix.
like
eight exclusive
there's not another
episodes.
there's not another fucking soul in sight. It looks like this is the perfect
That's
opportunity.
Crystal Lake and shit. Like
That's on.
that's the
For-
fucking Friday the 13th lake
Don't
right
fall,
there.
yeah, right. Don't fall in that water. You'll come out like a
Jason's
parasite.
popping up, son.
on ID on ID channel.
for something that like that shouldn't be manifesting itself in front of you, but it will because there's nothing else there.
Evil
so it's good.
lives here.
Yeah, bro. Like
Crystal Lake, man.
the forest and
Loch Ness
swamplands.
monster
Yeah.
coming out that motherfucker.
Or UFOs coming out the bottom. I mean, there's any number of things you could attach to it. You know what I'm saying? Abduction Lake.
Oh man.
Some say they got abducted by the monster in the lake. Some say they got abducted by UFOs. Some say they got abducted by Son Doobie, but that's another story.
The Untold Tales.
The Untold Tales, Abduction Lake.
Abduction Lake.
Thanks a lot.
8 exclusive episodes on Netflix.
I watched that last night.
I could pitch that, man. That'll go.
Coming to Tubi in
Come to Tubi or
Tubi.
2025.
streaming this free on Crackle.
What do you mean? Tubi breaks things like the next day.
Oh
The
man.
Cocaine Shark was what, a week
Oh
after?
my
that?
Cocaine Shark.
Right?
Word.
Did anybody see that?
No, you did.
I
And it's
did.
like a week later.
It's on my list. I'm not gonna lie because I
should see it.
He ran it yesterday on Discord.
there's just like certain movies that are just so horrible that I don't want to check that I cannot like even like
so bad.
So let me
stomach
guess.
to watch, but
so
that's
bad.
So let me guess. The shark ate cocaine and just started going on a rampage.
You know, I'm still trying to get the connection between the cocaine and the shark. That's where I'm at.
Well,
the
the
storyline
bells-
is all
It's easy,
messed up.
man.
Yeah, they say basically, the boats that bring the coke
Yeah.
over. They're
Yeah.
saying yeah, there you go. But not
Yeah.
really.
They didn't make all that clear in the whole plot.
I see.
You know, the plot was all crazy
Cocaine
out.
Shark.
He was just a coked out shark for no
Yo,
reason.
and the
Maybe
shark
life
did,
is
Seen
rough on
cocaine
these-
beer.
and the shark didn't
Hey,
look
man.
No,
nothing
why
like
not
that.
cocaine shark?
Yeah.
Why not?
And the shark
Life,
didn't.
what do you
fucking
think?
not.
Sharks don't have rough lives under the water? You
Well,
don't
no,
need-
no, he said the shark that was in the movie didn't look nothing like
The
what
effects.
what did it
Oh,
what did it
Oh,
look
the
like?
effects.
Man, the effects on that was
It's
like,
Tubi.
man, like really,
It's Tubi.
like really, are you guys really
Did
serious?
you see the
Right.
fucking bullet that the dude shot like that?
Oh yeah.
Shot like that and then went around.
Yo, so I went down a rabbit hole,
Oh,
and then I saw Swamp Shark,
Oh my god.
and then they had the scene where it was supposed to be raining out there, right? So the dude is coming down in his water ski in the rain, and the rain is like following him, and then here he comes. There's no rain. He's like, wait a minute, we got to move the rain over here. I mean, the rain is following him. It's like, man, they did really serious with this,
That's
man.
bad. That's,
They
thank
didn't
you for telling
they
me.
didn't hire a person with a gimbal that day, did they?
Not at all, not at all, man.
did that make it good because it was so bad?
Yeah.
Thank God. There you go.
Hey, see,
You gotta hope
Bobo
it's that bad.
is the king of watching
Yeah.
bad movies.
Oh,
But you know
my
what? There's
God.
a point where I'm with
loves
Bobo. If it's that bad, I can appreciate something.
I can't
It
get
turns
invested
into a
in
comedy to
something.
me.
Yeah.
I can't take it serious. It just
No,
turned into a
no.
comedy.
I mean, look
Especially
at, I mean,
if I've been fucking smoking. I'm
Great
just
I mean, look at this. I mean, look
swamp
at
shark.
this.
Look at
Yeah, look at the drawing.
Unbelievable.
Fresh water.
Fresh water, fresh
Fresh
meat.
meat.
That's all. It sounds like a porn, like some type of sea porn.
Yeah, that does sound like a
Right?
porno.
See, fresh
telling
water,
me-
fresh
You
meat.
telling me you're not gonna get any humor in that? That's funny.
I'll find
Tubi going viral with how bad it is.
The Tubi original, boy.
Oh,
Yeah, baby.
shit.
Those are EF movies, Doc.
Man.
They're not they're not B, C, or D. They're EF.
So don't go bragging in the hood. Yo, man, I got that deal with Tubi Original.
I got a Tubi original movie coming out next week.
You do.
I got a series on Tubi.
I'm scared, man. They're gonna do a 6-parter.
That's gonna be hilarious. Bobo's gonna come to me in a month. Guess what? Tubi offered me a series.
You down to be in an episode?
We're gonna do a song for that shit.
We need a soundtrack.
We need a soundtrack.
Bolton, where you at?
I got you.
We need
right.
we
Writing
need
bars
bars.
up there.
Oh,
We need
man.
Bolton bars.
All right, what else you got?
And we got a funk box that we're dropping. We got the Juicy Funk Box.
All right.
It's coming with the B.I.G. Classic Funky along with the Notorious Funky, and it's coming in the classic size, fatty, high roller, and one slugger.
All right. Tight. Get the box. The funk box. All right. All right. Thank you for the submissions. Keep them coming to brealtvcontest@gmail.com, and we will put them on. All right. We're about to open up the doors to the Insane Asylum. That means y'all out there, if you got a comment, question, shout out, suggestion, we want to hear it.
Welcome to the Insane Asylum.
All right, let's do this. We got Max Millie up in here saying, yo, E.D.I, do you have any unreleased Pac features?
That I own, no. Absolutely not. But I do have some unreleased Pac features that I'm featured on.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. Or they'll come out sooner or later, for sure.
And we got JSV up in here asking, did you guys have any other nicknames before the Outlawz?
Definitely. We definitely had nicknames, and much like, the Dear Mama Doc, the Great Cypress Hills Doc, we got a doc coming. And we're gonna get into all of that in the doc for sure.
Yeah, I feel like every crew had a different name. Like, not everyone, but like a lot of us had different names before we popped it off and flipped and got the right name.
For sure. I mean, on the Me Against the World album, we are credited as Dramacidal.
Right.
We had a whole nother name before we eventually became the Outlawz. So
right
on the doc, we'll talk about that journey.
Dope.
And we got Midget Mike up in here asking, did you and Tupac ever have to box on tour? Did you guys ever get in a fight while on tour?
We all fought each other on tour. We was young dudes with testosterone and drinking a lot of Hennessy.
Yeah.
Everybody at least had one scrap for sure.
And Henny is always the line crosser.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure. I can't even smell Hennessy nowadays without thinking of a fight. It's like triggering. It take me right back.
It's like, oh shit.
So many Henny fights. We used to call them Henny fights.
Yep.
Did he have hands?
Huh?
Did Pac have hands?
Pac definitely had hands and aggression. You know what I mean? And, you know what I mean? He just had a certain confidence to him where, no fear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the size really didn't matter. But of course, as brothers, you have these, scraps and whatever, and you don't really try to hurt each other, but you mad, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I might want to just bust your snot box one time. You know what I mean? It happens.
Keeps the relationship honest.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That crazy friction helps.
Yeah, and if you can still be homies after it, then
that's what I'm saying.
It's a true bond there. You know what I mean?
Like if you could last through
lose.
something like that,
Yeah.
it's a real like friendship. You know what I mean? Like, but sometimes they get scarred for one side gets scarred over it and they can never get over it.
It happens sometimes like that too.
Yeah.
You know what's a big difference? Age.
That
You're
too.
young, you walk right past it to fight. We good.
Yeah.
Give each other. You're a grown ass man. If we had to come to blows, there's a good chance.
Yeah,
being
because we're
friends
supposed to
after
have
that.
the
There you
tools
go.
to work it out
That's
before
right.
we get to that point.
So if we're grown
Depending
ass
on
men
what
and
you
we're
fought
fighting,
over, though.
But we're grown men. We ain't fighting over just nothing.
Yeah.
So if we fight, there was a reason for that fight. You know.
And like I
That was
said
a
back
fallout.
then, a lot of
Right.
the fights is petty shit. It's,
Right.
It's the
Petty.
Henny, you know what I
Henny.
mean? It's ego,
Now you ain't fighting.
Now
for
we
that
ain't.
reason.
That wouldn't
No
even
way.
be a fight.
No.
Something to even argue about.
Exactly.
Yeah. You just be like, fuck out of here.
Exactly.
And that'd be it.
Come on, get out of here. With
Oh,
that.
you know what? I'm going home. I pack my shit. I got a house now. I could go somewhere. We don't all fucking live together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nowadays, I'm going to get my car and I'm going to go home.
I'm going to go smoke this to my head.
Yeah.
I was gonna share.
We'll talk about this tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got Crazy Maine up in here asking to the whole table, who's your all-time favorite DJ?
Oh, man. That's a tough one.
Come on. Damn.
Jesus. What kind of
That's
question
tough
is
because much like rappers, DJs, there's certain DJs that do shit different than other DJs.
Yeah, it depends on
Kinda hard.
what kind of DJ we talking about, right? Like if
Yeah.
it's mix, I gotta say, the dopest mixer I ever seen was Clark Kent. But if you know DJ Clark Kent from New York, from Brooklyn, I believe he's originally from the original Superman in hip hop. But then out here on the West Coast, man, the godfather of DJs down here was DJ Tony G.
Yes.
So for me, yeah, them two were always my
Tony.
like favorite DJs.
I'll just have to, if I'm going to go back, I'll just say DJ Red Alert, because that was probably my biggest when I was young, was DJ Red Alert.
You grew up to that, yeah.
Yeah, grew up.
Same here.
So
Same
Red
here.
Alert would be for me, for sure.
Red,
For sure.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with Jam Master Jay because I seen Jay do Run DMC's whole show on turntables.
Yeah.
And that shit was better than any show that I seen with somebody having the DAT or whatever. Like Jay did the whole show with.
And no one had seen that yet before. That was the crazy thing.
Yeah.
When they did it, like that was something new that no one had seen before. Everybody's used to seeing musicians play the songs and like think that it's coming out of the turntables and they're rocking that whole show on turntables.
No. Hey, you know you used to give him a run for his money? I kid you not. Grandmaster D from Houdini.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Grandmaster. Remember he had the green eyes?
Uh-huh.
Grandmaster D.
Beast.
Ooh wee. Dun 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 dun.
Oh
dun.
yeah.
Oh man, and man, the DJs were amazing, and I gotta also give a big shout out to Hurricane who would DJ for the Beastie Boys on the side too. But you're right, Jam Master Jay was the last. He took the show. Yeah, E.D.'s right. Yeah, Jay was amazing. Yeah.
I seen them later in their career before Jay was murdered, obviously, and he never fucked up, he never messed up. It was like he did the whole show on turntables. Shit was crazy to me.
Yeah. He had his shit ultra locked.
Yeah.
it was
timing
amazing.
was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, Jay and K-Day Mixmasters.
Pretty much all the mix masters were badass. There wasn't a weak one.
That's right.
There might have been ones you liked more than others, but all of them were dope. It just depended on what you like to hear. You know, if you really like the deep scratches, I mean, Joe Cooley was your guy.
They all had their thing.
Yeah, they all had their like thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, your choices are way different than mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I grew up in the '90s, so it's like DJs I saw twisted, like I guess switch it up for me. That I was like, was DJ Lethal from Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit, yeah.
The DJ from Linkin Park, Johan.
Okay.
Yeah, he was cool because they integrated the whole hip hop and rock at the same thing for like I guess my generation. And then it was like usually that was all separated. And then that crossover was like, oh shit, you can do all this shit at once.
Those are two dope DJs. Word up. All right.
And next up in here, let's see. We got M Kush G saying for E.D.I, what are your thoughts on Drake owning Pac's ring?
Yeah, he just
Man,
bought that ring, yeah.
It's crazy because I've been, we've been hearing through the grapevine and that he's a fan. He's a big Pac fan.
Yeah.
And shit. And he's been public with it too. And when I heard that he was the one that got the ring, I was just like, I know Pac somewhere sitting, you knew him.
Yeah.
So he's somewhere sitting like, I got the hottest rapper.
Yeah.
Wearing my jewelry, like he popping his collar to that.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
It's just a testament to that guy's legacy.
When someone on that level
buys your fucking ring,
seeking out an object from this artist
For $1
who
million.
Yes.
and he designed that ring.
He thought
actually
highly.
he drew the picture for it and everything.
It was a dope
and
ring.
Gave it to the jeweler to create for him.
That's an absolute awesome pop off to have. You know what I mean? If you're Drake, that's a hell of a pickup right there.
High riser. Yeah.
It's a jewel upon being a jewel. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like owning a fucking guitar from Eric Clapton or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
And when you're a celebrity like that, it already increased in value now because you owned it.
Yep.
So it went from Pac to Drake. So if Drake goes to sell it, double whammy.
100%.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, yeah.
There you
They
go.
just upped the value down.
Double
That'll be
up.
about like 3.5 million.
Instant
for a fucking ring.
appraisal goes up the second you bought it. So
Oh yeah,
smart investment.
Champagne know what he's doing or
Yes, he
whatever with that
does.
shit. You know,
Smart investment.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got Shane up in here asking, when Pac first let you hear "Hit 'Em Up," what went through your head and how did you feel?
Well, I rapped last on it, and so I knew it was a dope diss record. You know what I mean? I knew it was gonna be up there with the classics like "The Bridge Is Over" and fucking "No Vaseline," and you know what I mean. At that point, those were the two dopest diss records to us, and so we was just trying to be up there with those two,
right?
And you know, I felt like we had accomplished that.
Yeah, I mean, it goes down as one of the livest diss tracks ever
in history.
I was about to speak on that coming from the East Side. So that song was so hard that we were singing it, and you know it was so against all of us. So it had to be that dope. Like, yo, this track is just too good.
And I want to address something real quick that's been going around with the debate between "No Vaseline" and "Hit 'Em Up." You know what I mean? If you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
Please.
Because Q made a statement and said Pac needed help.
Right.
And I gotta categorically disagree with that. Pac absolutely did not need no help. He could have did "Hit 'Em Up" by himself.
Yeah.
He was a generous dude. And if you go back and you look at it, that's the Outlawz' first single.
He was
You know what I mean?
he was allowing y'all to shine.
He was trying to put us on. So he was like, okay,
it was
a better way
strategic.
it was very strategic.
Yeah.
And he says it on the song, y'all not even on my level.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let my little homies.
Right.
Because he in his mind was like, I shouldn't even be doing this, but I'm gonna give y'all a verse.
Right.
And then we're gonna move on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hopefully. And so he absolutely didn't need no help.
Yeah.
No, take nothing away from Q because "No Vaseline."
It's
phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
It's
Absolutely.
phenomenal. You know what I mean? He kicked ass and took names all over that record.
True that. But you're
You know what I mean?
right.
Pac didn't need no help.
And he was strategic about how he put y'all on with that. And it was powerful.
I was the CEO.
Yeah.
His version. You know, I'm gonna put y'all on. We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna shoot a video, and then y'all gonna be established from that.
It was like, it was like personal, business, vision.
Yeah.
All those three things wrapped up into that.
Yeah.
Into that disc right there. He was like, okay, I'm gonna get my get back right here, but I gotta put my homies on, and boom, because I see a bigger picture with this shit.
100%. You know what I mean? Generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And we got Haza up in here saying, friends of mine from South England and the suburbs who didn't know much about hip-hop happened to love Tupac and the Outlawz. These non-hip-hop guys would be playing Outlaw CDs and shouting out all the lyrics to your verses. As a hardcore hip-hop fan, it blows my mind how much the Outlawz really stood out and gravitated towards the lawless, free vibe.
Yep.
Man. Thank you. Well fucking said.
People was paying attention, man.
Yeah, and that's dope. That's dope. That's why we was doing it, man. And you know, it's just another testament to him and what he saw for us. Because again, much like his own career, you know, he put it together piece by piece, and we put our shit together piece by piece, and we had a vision for what we wanted to bring to hip hop, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to fucking fully flesh it out, but you know, the music lives on, and I'm grateful as fuck for that.
True that.
And we got Midget Mike up in here saying, yo, E.D., what's your favorite song on Stash Spot?
That's what's up. I did a flip of one of my favorite bands, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, called G's Up. I did a flip of Under the Bridge.
Under the Bridge.
Yeah, that's my favorite on it.
That's what's up.
And we got Mike back up in here saying, yo, B,
Yeah.
digging the new glasses.
Oh, it's only because I forgot my other ones. But thank you.
I like your style.
And we got Luis up in here saying, yo, shout to the Greenthumb show. Thank you guys for a good show today.
Thank you.
100%.
And we got Tallboy up in here saying, started cocaine shark, and all I could think about was Bobo crying.
Bobo watches that movie. He needs tissues.
It is hilarious.
You gonna make me watch that shit?
Yeah, right?
Watch it, man.
I know I'll
I'm
laugh.
gonna end up
I'll
watching.
definitely laugh.
Get high, get real high. Like, man, you ain't gonna believe it, man. You ain't gonna believe it. You ain't gonna believe it.
Sounds
Hey,
great.
hey, Bobo, from your estimation as a movie goer, how much do you think they spent making this movie?
Oh my God.
$36.
Come on, Bobo.
Man, it was in it. Man,
Let's be honest. Come on.
man, maybe like about 12,000.
$12,000
12,000. They put that all in the effects.
in the effects.
Yeah,
They must have some special effects. Huh?
man, you got to see the
the,
effects.
the effects were special.
Man, I was blown away.
All right.
I was blown
On
away.
Tubi, Cocaine
man.
Shark. All right.
I mean,
I wish they was paying me to say it.
I'm about to say this is great publicity for them right now.
man,
Yeah,
Because
Tubi.
I'm going to go watch
There
this.
you go.
go
You
ahead.
should be paying me, Tubi.
Man,
For real.
man.
All right, next.
And next up in here, let's see. We got where did it go? We got Johannes up in here asking, anyone at the table still hit up the local record stores?
Nah, I haven't in a long time.
Yeah.
Not
I
just
ain't
to
gonna
go
lie.
digging no crates. Cause like it took me a while for me to sell my vinyl off. I had to make a thing separating from it, because it takes a while for you to collect it and all that. And if you're producing and you're sampling through it, you become close with your vinyl. And I had to disconnect from mine because I was like, man, this is just taking up too much space. I don't want to have to go rent a space to carry all this. So I decided I was going to sell it. And after I sold all my vinyl, there might be 1 or 2 crates left at C-. I gave C- that he hasn't taken yet. But after that, I was like, I ain't walking into a record store again, like to buy anything. I'm either going to be there because we're dropping something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anything I get is going to be digital, baby, because I don't want to be, collecting that again, man. It's just a lot.
I went to Amoeba like in 2016, 17, and that was the last time I've been around a large collection of vinyl.
Yeah. Because what happens is you get in there and you start looking around and you start finding pieces and you're like, oh, let me get this, let me get that. And all of a sudden it starts again.
Yeah, and then like
It's
you said, where you gonna put it? It's just
Yeah, and then you got to figure out where you're going to put all that.
Takes up a lot of space, man.
You got to put it in a space where ain't no sun or heat going to hit any of that to not warp it and all that.
technology wins on that one.
Technology wins.
Gotta go with technology on that one.
I might go just to look, but like to buy it and bring it out, nah, hell no. I'm disciplined in that point now. Yeah, I'm sticking to digital.
Bobo, I just saw the commercial in the tags to Cocaine Shark. Oh my God, bro! I can't believe that's what the fuck you are.
Is it that bad?
It is like, where did they edit this from? Like with Windows 95?
Probably. Probably.
What the
So,
fuck kind of shit CGI is this, bro?
I told you it was
It
an
is
EF
so
movie.
horrible, bro.
If it's that bad, I might not be able to get through the first.
Yo, Bobo, what'd you do to us, man? No, that's not it. Don't tell us that's it.
Yo, give it 15
No, there's a hammerhead that comes out for sure. I saw it. I'm like,
Yo, give it 15 minutes.
So bad, bro.
He said, give me 15 minutes.
Give it 15 minutes. Man. Go ahead.
Give it 15.
Give it 15 minutes. And then go about
I'm gonna give it 15.
Let
Give it 15.
You're getting a dime out of me,
15.
tops. After that.
let-
Look
let-
at, oh no. Oh no, bro.
Give me some gold.
Oh, Bobo.
Cocaine Shark, yo.
Is that
Oh, my
cocaine shark
goodness.
right there?
Yo.
Oh my God.
That's no, man.
That's some special
Chromosome
effects right there.
jump.
somebody literally, I'm looking at the tags and somebody wrote, is this the worst movie ever? This movie was made on an iPhone.
Bobo made this movie.
Bobo.
He probably-
And you know what? It was made 2023, man. It's this year.
Bobo went and made that yesterday.
In 2023, like you can
2023,
find
man. That's
better editing on an app on your phone. and shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That shit is crazy.
Bobo.
Oh man. Yo, give it 15.
But Tubi is like
Go ahead.
almost like like what we was talking about earlier with the music. Now you can You could just upload your movie
Yeah.
to Tubi, right?
You could make a.
It looks like
could
it
make a
from that
movie like
coming
that, yeah.
attractions.
I think you
can
could just upload your shit.
I think
Pretty
you might
much.
be right.
Pretty
Yeah.
Might be like YouTube.
That's
Is
the-
that what
Yes,
Tubi
that's
is?
what I think Tubi is.
You
No,
Oh, man.
100%.
It's a YouTube.
I don't even know if
movies,
they
huh?
got contracts and shit.
I don't think that got a
You
contract.
watch at your own risk.
Yeah.
Watch at your own.
I doubt there was a contract for that.
If
one.
we waste 2 hours of your
the f-
time, you chose.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
you
is a
chose
shark
that.
doing walking on land, dude?
Oh,
He's
no.
doing a lot.
Shark walking
He
on
needs a
land.
line.
doing a lot.
He's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot.
He's doing.
It's
all.
What-
horrible, dude. Like,
What's
it
that
is-
Tubi original paperwork like?
Yeah, what's that contract look like? All right, next.
And we got Johannes back up in here asking, which pays more, a year of streaming royalties or a year of radio royalties?
Probably. Well, you got to have the radio. I mean, if you don't got any rotation on radio, then you ain't getting royalties at all. At streaming, you're getting a little bit of royalties because the rates that they agreed upon, the labels to some of these streaming services were shit. That's something that needs to be revisited and redone in our contracts so that the artists get a bigger piece of their fucking songs on all these streaming networks.
sure.
I'm glad you brought that up, man, because that's this hat that I'm wearing, the recording is something that I'm involved in right now. And it's a streaming app that's going to level the playing field for artists and the listener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely want y'all to check that out. Anybody watching, man, check out recordingmusic.com.
Word up.
You know what I mean? Hit me up if you got any questions.
Yeah.
So
So
say it again. Recordian.
Recording. Yeah.
Yep.
Recording.
IAM.
Yeah. We're going to operate in the Web3 and in the traditional space.
that's what's up.
And we got Heshrat up in here saying Pac was known to be a gnarly worker in the studio, like doing a bunch of songs in one sesh. Did his work ethic motivate you guys to be in the studio?
Yeah, hell yeah. It motivated me personally. You know what I mean? I was one of those people that enjoy being in the studio. So, you know what I mean? I wanted to be the first one there and the last one to leave.
I'll tell you what. That's when you know who really wants to work because the repetitive nature of being in a studio and doing song per song and how many times you got to hear it'll wear the average person down. Like they'll fall asleep or they got to go because it's just it gets to them. Like you got to really be in this shit, and that's when you know who is ready to work and willing to work when they could push past all that and like still be like they're ready to do the next shit.
100%. I was that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times it'd be only the engineer, Pac, and me. Maybe one other person still up.
Yeah, it's a specific drive.
Start,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Start trickling out of the studio, start doing other shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you got to really be in it. And then it also has to, your motor, certain people's motor is different.
Yeah.
100%.
Got to be about the work.
Got to be about the work.
You learning. I mean, those sessions, you was learning. Even though when everybody was
Soaking it up like a
you was-
sponge.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I understood, like, the moment. You know what I mean? I understood the moment.
Yeah.
Like, yo, this is history right
When
here.
you get that part, it changes things. When you understand the moment.
Yeah.
For me, it was, I was still like, I was kind of gangbanging still, but like trying to do music with San and Muggs and Mello. And they were working on Mello's album, because Muggs was in 783. A lot of people don't know, before he was with 783, he was with us. 783 was just the entrance into the game.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
So, like, they came back and got me because I was, like, straight up banging. And, like, they brought me in to write songs with Mello for his record. We weren't even a thing yet. We weren't even, like, there was no Cypress Hill. There wasn't even an idea of it, right? I was just brought in to, like, sort of try to write with Mello or something like that. And I'm in the studio at Delicious Vinyl where Tone Loc and Young MC's coming through, and those dudes got hit records right there. And I'm like, that's my moment of realization right there. I'm like, I'm in the studio. These dudes.
Yeah.
I could be on the street banging right here, but I'm with these dudes.
Uh-huh.
And it hit me right there, like that. I started wanting to be at the studio more than I wanted to be on the street. And that was the self-realization there, was like, okay, my perspective was changed in being around these dudes, because it inspired me. I saw how they were popping. They were the guy. He was like what Snoop is to us right now, Tone was in his time. And he was doing big things.
Fucking wild thing.
And Young MC was writing all these hits, and he
Yeah.
had his own hits, and we're seeing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I want right there. I'm like, okay for this, but right here. And that's when it was. I started spending more time in the studio than I was on that corner or that alley with my homies banging. And they understood it, for all, for what gang life is. My homies understood it, and they were cool with me going off and doing the shit. But that was the realization for me, being in the studio over there with Delicious Vinyl artists and stuff like that, trying to write songs for Mello and seeing these guys coming through like, wow. It was the wow factor.
That's a great moment for artists.
Yeah.
When you get that moment, and when you could just, the fucking hair on your arm raises up, and you just know you around greatness, and then you have the potential to be great as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Absolutely.
Yeah, you could see it's right there for you, because some of these guys are like from similar places that you came from.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if they could get it, you could get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Love it.
And we got Guts up in here saying, I feel like beat makers back in the day made better beats, and they had less access to newer technology in the music scene. What are your guys' thoughts?
They had to be crafty. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It was layers too that they used, dynamic.
Had to be creative.
Not that these guys these days aren't creative. They're just creative in their way because technology makes it easier for them to do different things. These guys didn't have favorable technology. They were working with what they had, and they made masterpieces with that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's just crazy because you like the jazz musicians, when Stevie Wonder started to use the synthesizer and shit like that,
They
they
criticized.
scoffed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But look at the fucking greatness he made with that shit. You can't front on nothing Stevie did. So it might have not been a traditional way, but greatness still can happen. We just, I think, collectively looking for the greatness, and it is some greatness out there, but it is some bullshit too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I heard fight the power on the way over here, and then like with the outro, you listen to that shit. It's like 3 beats in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when they start breaking it down layer to layer, I'm like, oh shit, I never heard that.
Yeah.
I don't hear that in today's production.
There's no layers.
You know what I mean? It's no layers to this shit. It's just like a bass line, kick, snare, hi-hat, whatever. You know what I mean? And we just
Very
looking for that,
It's a simplistic template.
Very simplistic,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, our time was a little different, or he was making those layers and creating a whole other different sound. That's why all the groups, they sounded different. A lot of groups today, they have a similar sound, similar thing, because it's all coming from the same source. We looked for different
They
sounds.
all use the same banks right now.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Producers back in the day used to have their own drum sounds, and they were like, keep hoarding that shit.
Oh no, that's 100%.
You know what I mean?
I mean, when I first started making beats, nobody would give me sounds.
Yeah, you had to go get your own.
You had to go
sounds,
get your own shit.
right? Unless you were coming up under somebody's wing, they might feed you some, but
Uh-huh.
like all your sounds were your sounds. Now these days, nobody goes
download.
by that.
You could download a million
Yeah,
It's the same
different
thing.
sounds.
it's not like that
All
anymore.
the same shit.
Because you can, like, everybody's sounds is everybody's sounds, and everybody uses them, especially with no one willing to take chances. I want to have a beat that sounds like so and so.
Yeah, and it's just different. You know what I mean? I know we might sound like the fucking old grumpy dudes, but it just different. It just is. It was a lot more work that went into making a fucking record. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And we could talk about it because we actually was there making fucking records and put in work to make records, monumental, great records. You know, I watched beats get made from the bass line to the kick to the snare to everything coming in. Somebody coming in with a fucking tambourine, like all kind of shit.
yeah,
Just to make a sound. Records you wouldn't even think got all that shit going on in it.
Yeah.
Because you just hear the finished product, but it's a lot more effort went into it.
yep.
And so you can hear it. And hip hop not having a #1 album, or I don't even know if we got one this year or not, but
Yeah, I
that's
think
not
only,
an accident.
I think only one song charted so far,
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
that's not an accident.
No, How many more you got up there?
We just got one more super chat that just came in. We got Matt up in here saying, you guys were talking about food earlier. I just made some jalapeno poppers and they're fire.
Oh, thanks for that.
Fire.
Thanks for that. And we want to thank everybody for getting down with us today on the Dr. Greenthumb Show. We do on Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Star 5 Eastern. Get down with us. Smash that like, leave a comment, all that. Subscribe to the channel. Crack the all notification bell. We just popped off a bunch of smoke boxes. Last one being with our bro Mac 10. Make sure you check that out. He popped it off, man. King of Chevys. All right, and we want to thank E.D.I for sitting in with us. First of many times, because when you got time, you got to come back and chop it up some more.
Man, it's my pleasure, and I'll be back whenever, man. It was my pleasure. I had a great time, man. This is dope.
Word up, man. You got any shout-outs you want to give?
Man, shout out to everybody out there to continue to fuck with the Outlawz and our music. And peace and love to, my kids. Shout out to the homie Mars who pulled up with me. Shout out to Shirley Jew.
That's right.
Hell yeah.
Go.
All right. Catch me on the socials on Twitter X. Catch me on there.
Twitter X.
At Eric Bobo on IG and Threads is Eric_Bobo. Discord, Bobo's Corner, and Insane Asylum. Thanks, E.D., for coming on through.
Thank you,
everybody here at the table, Treehouse Crew, Team Icon, all the people that support, and Snacks and myself, we thank you for your support, buddy.
Shout out the Insane Asylum. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Ray Morning Shot Films. Shout out to the Dominator. And what's going on, Son Doobie?
I just want to give a big shout out to all of y'all. E.D.I, me, of course, Outlawz, man, opening the doors forever, man. Just thank you guys, man, just for everything. And of course, you guys, man. I couldn't do this without you guys. Love you guys. Word up.
Word up.
Much love, son.
Yeah, big shout out to E.D. for coming through today. Bobo, B, E-Zone, everybody upstairs. 5150 is Insane Asylum. Everybody who follows the show. Much love, and I'll see y'all Friday.
Shout out to you, bro. Nice to meet you, man. Shout out to everybody who tuned in. Go to flavorsbyezone.com. Check out a lot of new stuff that I have uploaded on there. Go watch the new episode of High and Hungry, the one we finally did DCA, aka California Adventure. Make sure you guys check that out. And expect a new episode in the weekend as well. Follow us on High and Hungry TV.
You can get to where you want to go. Set yourself some goals and, one step at a time to it. Put the work in. And when you fall down, pick yourself up. If there's an obstacle in front of you, you can get around it. You tell yourself, I can't, then you won't. But if you tell yourself you can, you will. But you got to put the work in and believe that you can. All right, with love, swallow that.